Okay. I believe we're live. Hello. I should get some music playing. Is everything working? Am I going crazy? Okay. Slightly later than my normal streaming time, but it is Sunday, right? I am not going crazy. There we go. Okay, now you're all showing up. That was the longest I've had 0 viewers since starting a stream. It was like 1 minute of 0 viewers. I was like, is something wrong? So we'll wait for everyone to turn up a little bit. And then we'll get deck reviewing. There's our 6 Sunday streams for today, or 6 Sunday deck reviews for today. I got some frozen blueberries. You're gonna play Spellify. Whoa, J-Ski. Thank you for the sub. This creature can't be blocked by... So is it Intimidate? It's like Intimidate or something like that. Black Legend with Intimidate. Whoa. Buzzard Witch. We'll give it a tier 1 too. Sorry if today's stream's a little low energy, guys. I've slipped into some sort of depressive funk, but you all aren't my therapist, so I'm not going to get too into it, but I'm fine for the most part. Don't stress about it, but I'm definitely a little tempered right now. We shall help you untemper. Honestly, with some of the cards you guys put in your decks, I'm probably gonna wake up pretty fierce here. Oh, there's 2 triggered abilities. I thought this was literally like infinite parentheses text. So it has Intimidate, but it also has if you what's it going on? This is Spellify. Oh, is this flying? This creature can't be blocked by... Okay, no, we're good. I also got my Arizona iced tea for maximum sugar intake at the beginning of my day. I can't wait to crash after this. I have a friend who messaged me recently, someone I haven't talked to in a while, but they were like from an older friend group, and they sent me a DM, and they were like, yo, you're the Magic the Gathering dude, right? I'm like, yeah, I do Magic stuff. It's kind of my job. And he goes, oh, yeah. There's a bunch of cards that I have from the 90s and early 2000s that like my great uncle left my dad, and then my dad left to me. He's like, I'll probably need some help going through those, so I'm hype as fuck to do that. Yeah, he definitely has some bangers in there because he's already told me a few of the cards that he had laying around. So it's like there's I'm gonna buy an A here, by the way. I'm just an idiot and I don't know old legends. At the beginning of your upkeep, is this Sizen? No, it's not Sizen. This is at the beginning of your upkeep. And Intimidate. Oh, this is fucking... It's Swampbuck. This is Shieldred. I feel like an idiot. This is Swampwalk. It's not Intimidate. That's what was tripping me up. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe filming it, but I don't know. It's just kind of a friend thing. I'm not really doing it for content. Feels a little weird to turn everything into content. I guess that's how I should be thinking as someone who does YouTube and stuff. But, yeah, anyway, his, yeah, no, he already has some money in there for sure, because he mentioned that he had Gemstone Caverns in there, and, some Urborg Tomb of Yawgmoths, like, he has multiple. When this creature enters... Ooh, when this enchantment enters, when this what artifact? When this artifact enters, draw. What's happening here? I'm confused. When this Artifact, so it's an artifact, enters, exile. Oh, this is like no, it's not Interdimensional Web Watch. Sword of Feast and Famine? That would be awesome. So when this artifact enters, tap, add mana. Mana Rock. Elk, do you know when the free deck redeem will be available again? I have literally no concept of when that will come back, because we still have makeup. So if we do a makeup today, I might toggle it on the end of the stream. I don't know. I'm just kind of not feeling like that high energy today. But it's not gone. It's far from gone. Honestly, what I might do is, if we have enough people, we could have like a bonus stream day where I just do free deck reviews all day. Oh, when is the next music stream? Good question. I did have fun the last time, so probably someday. Probably less late at night, too. Free deck reviews during Pride Month are only for gays. Honestly, like, yeah, no. You need to, like, send in a picture of you kissing, like, someone who's the same gender as you, and then I'll review your deck. You need to screenshot the pronouns in your bio. That would be my whole audience, for sure. At least 80% of them, anyway. I have literally no idea what's going on here. All I know is that this artifact is entering and doing something and tapping for mana. I can't provide you a playlist for like the music I listen to, but I can provide you my Last FM. I almost linked you to the Last FM homepage, which would not have been very helpful. There you go. Is this like Astral Cornucopia? No. Nope. Because this isn't create... No, it's not create Power Stone tokens. Plus, this would be a Power Stone, right? That one's a Power Stone? I forgot what it is. Oh, I mean his proof is being gay. Ah, I see. God, what is this artifact doing? When this artifact enters... Sorry, guys, I'm washed. I know it is X's up here. These have to be 3 X's, right? What the fuck is this word? Because this isn't Target. Is this some weird 2 mana, 2 color artifact where it's like 2, 1 color, 1 color? Or maybe like 2 green, green? This is not Target. This might be Target. I've never been so confused by Spellify in my entire life. The fuck is this word? Exile target. Oh, it's white fucking Orsite. Fuck you, Universes Beyond. It's white. It's an O-ring. White Mana Rock. I've not been to hard mode for today, guys. Fucking white Mana Rock from fucking Final Fantasy. Great. If there's one thing white loves, it's its mana generating permanence. I just like... I'm past it. I'm past it. I'm past it. I'm better. It wasn't in a precon. Alright, who do we have here who needs a deck review? We can get started on the point of the stream. We have 6-7 viewers. Terrible. We normally have like 80. We have Ninja Skaven and Space Ham. Are either of you time sensitive, or am I okay just to do that in whatever order I feel like? I just need to know if like one of you two is like a... Dude, someone just claimed first? What's happening today? Um, what are your two username or names on Coffee? Because I'm not seeing either of your names here. All right, sounds good. Ninja can go first. Smile. Okay, great. Ninja Rat. I imagine that's you. Okay, found it. Haha. I'm here too, but my slot is probably last. There's no order to this. I just do whatever fucking random order I feel like. So, like, I'll do you third. We have a good old Malaran deck, the new one. I'm still fucking up these frozen blueberries. We first at the stream. Rat, Ninja and or Rat, or pronouns he, him. The game plan of the deck is to get Flash Enabler in play and then cast spells from my opponent's deck for extra value and use the fairy effects to try and control the board. I'm fine with any cards as long as the deck functions. The current problems are is the deck gets hated for out of the game as soon as I exile 6 cards from someone, and it is slow to end the game before it loses control. I want it to be a deck that's centered around fairy control and theft. Okay. That makes me a little wary of Coat of Arms. What the fuck is playing? This is not in my playlist, but it is. Oh, it's one of these mixes. I do not remember this being in my liked, but here we are. It's in my liked. Whatever, I fuck with it. Anyway. So I'm a little dubious on Coat of Arms. And it's because we're in green. That's definitely a reason. But also, we don't have any artifact synergy, really. Panharmonicon has me a little bit worried. Whenever a deck kind of feels a little bit... Yeah, the deck gets hated out of the game as soon as I exile 6 cards. What that is telling me is you are doing your deck's thing, and your deck's thing is not, like, intense enough for that to be winning you the game and closing out the game, or keeping up with what other decks are doing. And so generally it's these win more cards that have me a little bit concerned, that are just like trying to get insane value when you already have insane value. I don't know. I think there needs to be a balance that's struck between killing people and making value. Or and the vice versa to killing people is locking them out of the game and making them unable to do anything. You need to be able to grind your opponents down if you just want to do value only and no aggression. I'm not really into all this creature type stuff. Like Kindred Discovery is pretty great. Although, honestly, since all of your things fly, it might be better to do, like, curiosity effects, in all honesty. I assume this is bracket 3? Yeah, I think so. I think we shouldn't be messing around with Imprisoned in the Moon if we have black in our color identity. Crypto's right makes perfect sense to me. Bitter Blossom as well. A little dubious of the Land of Were-Elves and Elvish Mystic. And the reason is, not because dorks aren't good, but because we are a 3-color deck and they only produce green. That is a little much for me. Like, we have a lot of pips that we need to account for here. Hi, Elk. Hi, TCG Math. And thank you, Runquep, for the tier 1. Farseek doesn't feel like it's doing all that much. Another creature you control. That is a little awkward, but I would definitely call it not bad. Yeah, right now I'm focusing on cuts, but Springleaf Parade is definitely a thought. Roaming Throne's a little bit different. Because it is a fairy that enters and is a creature itself. Can attack and block. As Ward 2. You probably have some amount of attack triggers in your deck. Like, I like Roaming Throne with attack triggers. Kind of a fan there. Like, if Roaming Throne is just a Panharmonicon, I'm a little bit less interested. But if it's, like, a commander or, like, a lot of creatures that have, like, enters or attacked, then I'm a little bit interested. Is Craterhoof even needed here? I don't think so. I think we can come up with some more fun inclusions that are more fairy-themed. Like Wolverine Riders, I'm very confused with. Oh, because whenever any elf or fairy. Listen, we're focusing too much on the elves. I'm going to say no Wolverine Riders. I get that it works with Malloran in a very funny way. It's just like, this isn't a turn 6 play either, right? It's something that you need to like kind of have protection going for, and this deck doesn't really do that. 6 mana tap out is what you don't want to do that in the fairies deck. Okay, we have a combo here. Because we have Cloud of Fairies, and then you have Deadeye Navigator, and then you have Malloran, and you exile their entire library, right? No, Deadeye is a combo piece. Deadeye goes infinite with our Cloud of Fairies. In which case, we're a combo deck. Okay. We freed up some 10 slots here. Let's go and get a schmoving on upgrading this deck. I think first things first, just something like a reconnaissance mission. I would add Enduring Curiosity, but honestly, the upside it brings is not really that needed when compared to just reconnaissance mission being a cantrip that also is Coastal Piracy for literally like so much less money. Like, look at Enduring Curiosity here. If I can spell. It's $5. It's just like, you don't need to spend that extra money. It being a creature is not that big of an upside. Or it does have flash, the creature, which is actually something to think about a little bit. Now that I ponder a little more. Honestly, ignore what I just said. We're doing both. I find these a lot more consistent and powerful than the creature type ones you were running, where like these start drawing significant cards after you make a board, whereas Kindred Discovery draws cards in the future. Right, so you play Kindred Discovery, and then you need to get a bunch of fairies to draw cards. These, you need to make a bunch of fairies, and then once you've done that, you draw a bunch of cards. Is this a control deck that wants to play slash combo off on another player's turn? It doesn't want to combo off necessarily on another player's turn, but it does want to combo eventually. Anyway, I'm gonna add Shadow Puppeteers, I think it's called. It's from the Precon. This one's a really interesting and cool overrun for fairies that I find I think it's going to be a lot more engaging than a Craterhoof. Not like Craterhoof wasn't bad in this deck by any stretch of the imagination, but like I don't know, it's kind of fun. Leovold's an elf. Why not run him? Great question. I can always trust on you to ship post. My loyal warrior. So we should have High Fate Trickster. Yep. So here, I'm going to hit you with a little bit of a truth nuke here. A lot of fairies are wizards. Drumroll, please. 9 wizards in your deck. So we're going to add Step Through. This can tutor for any wizard, including something like Glenelendra Archmage, for instance. And then you can also run something like Urza's Cave. And This is where we get fun. Riptide Laboratory. Okay. So, we now have a little bit of a dilemma here, because I'm about to add Arcane Lab to your deck. And this is where things get exciting. So we have Arcane Laboratory. Each player can't cast more than one spell each turn. This doesn't affect you as much because you have Seedborn Muse and Flash. So this turn, this turn, this turn, this turn, you have 4 turns. Your opponents only get 1. Right? To really do anything, unless they're also a Flash deck. And secondarily, this is where things get awesome. Glenelendra Archmage is a wizard. Glenelendra Guardian is a wizard. Both of these are counter spells that are wizards. So what you can do is if you have Flash and Seedborn Muse, your opponent casts a spell, flash out the creature counter spell, counter their spell, Riptide Laboratory it back into your hand. Oh, you want to untap for your next turn, which is your opponent's turn. And you can literally do that every turn. And just like on your opponent's turn, counter their spell for turn. Because you have Arcane Lab. That's their one spell for the turn. And then when it's your turn, you cast another threat. Dream Harvest. Dream Harvest is fine. It just doesn't really... It is a theft theme card, I guess. So it fits the theme in that way. Anyway, we can drop a Perplex here. Perplex can go and grab Arcane Lab. Arcane Lab versus Commander. Huh? I'm very confused. It does turn off my Commander, though. Why? What am I missing here? Exile this turn. I see. Yeah, okay. You know what? You guys have convinced me. This isn't the right path. I think we are still on... I think we are still on the Riptide plan, but we don't have to do lockouts like that. In which case, we need to get a lot more tempo-y. So just running actual factual counter spells. So we're already running a few. I think Negate would be kind of nice. Changeling can be grabbed by Step Through. Wait, you're right. Step Through's artifact and enchantment removal because it's a Changeling. That's so cool. Okay, Scheming Symmetry. Hey, let's both tutor. And I'll exile the card that you get. This is the part where Elk adds Muddle the Mixture. What? I would never do such a thing. No, but honestly, Muddle the Mixture is pretty good because Muddle the Mixture goes and grabs your combo piece, Cloud of Fairies. So, pretty nice. Tidal Barracuda just to fuck up games for your opponents. Okay, we have Riptide Lab. Let's play test this. Draw. Polluted Delta, pass. And we'll go ahead and fetch a Surveil land. We do not run Surveil lands. Type Swamp. I want a black-green land. Okay, we'll just get the Triumph. Normally be like, you need to run Surveil lands. It's like, it's okay. You don't have to. Dink. 1, 2, 3. Salundi Vision at the end of your turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We whiff. Point at the instant sorcery card, chat. Okay. So now we're off to the races. If you cast Leyland on turn 4, I'm stealing your lunch money. That's fair. I mean, but like, what's the alternative? Not casting it? It's like, it's not real. That's not a choice. I'm not feeling the Cauldron of Essence here. Momir Vig is really cool, but if I can be entirely honest, he's too slow. And I would rather see something like a Fauna Shaman taking up that slot if we wanted like a thing that tutors. And it's an elf, so it works with Malaran. So it's kind of just a double whammy, sadly. Maybe you do like Gwenna. Eyes of Gaia. Because this is an elf. But it's an elf that accelerates into Malaran next turn. And then, but it doesn't have a power 5 or greater. If Malaran had 5, it was a 5/4, this would legitimately be insane. Mill might be fine. Una's Assassin. That card isn't real. Oh, it's you. I need to give you like VIP or something so like I can like mentally like just like disregard any message from you. This is my like friend, by the way, so I'm not talking to a random chatter like that. Okay, I'll shut up. No! Don't stop talking, I'll cry. Alright, let's get Eladamri. Korvek Doll. And then maybe Elves of Deep Shadow. If we want a dork like that, I think it needs to be Elves. Because Elves of Deep Shadow is, it produces black mana, which is just a lot more helpful to you than green, I think. We added Perplex and Muddle, so we can kind of go down one, like, kill spell. Bloom Tender. What's our budget? I'm fine with any cards as long as the deck functions. We're tending some blooms. And honestly, that does open up another line to a different combo. Because we could do like some... Because we have Perplex. We could do some very consistent... things. With... the name of the aura. Pemin's aura and the other one. Freed from the Real. Because you'll always tap it for more than you need to untap her with. So that could be a fun side grade. Ooh. That is so true. Also, I think Selendi Vision is worse than a Waterlog Teachings. So, I'm surprised you didn't have Waterlog Teachings in already. It's definitely better than Selendi was. Waterlogged Teaching lets you get any instant card or card with flash. So High Fae Trickster has flash. You can also get card advantage with Enduring Curiosity. And then you can also just get any interactive instant you might need for a situation. Weenie Hut Jr. combo. I don't care. I want the deck just needs to work. Combos don't have moral alignments. Whatever makes the deck work. Honestly, that would probably push it up to kind of bracket 4 kind of level if you need to power it up. It's nice to have these options. It's not a sad thing. It's cool. I mean, but also you're not wrong. Asterix, hang on, wait, you're not entirely incorrect. Okay, Oracle Moldiah is fucking weird to me. Sower's hilarious. Okay, I'm fucking with the rest of these. Okay, we had some more Mana Dorkage, which typically smooths out decks like this, so I'm excited to see. Okay, that's a hand of all lands. Okay, I mean, we have to keep this one in my mind. So we'll put, Sower back. Drop. Dreamroot Cascade, beautiful. Next, Swamp. Elves of Deep Shadow. Next turn, 3 Tree City. 1, 2, 3. Elvish Harbinger. Get Eladamri Korvek Doll. Next turn. 1, 2, 3. Eladamri Korvek Doll. 1. We tapped like a moron. That's okay. Because we could do... No, we need a second green. Yeah, so no matter how we tap here, we're kind of a little bit fucked in terms of being unable to play this card. But we want to keep it on top, so we'll just pass. Next turn. Okay, that's Tegwill. Black, blue, 1. Tegwill. Urza's Cave is now on top of my library. Oh, wait, no. We just hold this up for memory lapse. And then this turn, 1, 2, 3. We produce Elf Mana. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is just the same thing. Who cares? Blue, black. Exile the top 2 cards of each opponent's library. Okay. We kind of stuttered on lands there. It was also just like a bunch of bad hands in a row, which I don't necessarily think that is the deck's fault. Maybe it is right to keep like a billion land hand. How many of the fairies are rogues? 6. I don't get me wrong, Una's Trickster or Una's Blackguard is a good card. I just think of it more of as a +1/+1 counters card and less of like a fairy and rogue card. Well, I think of it as a rogue card, but I don't think of it as like a fairies card, even if a lot of fairies are rogues. Is this keepable? I'm gonna say no. 2 lands is not good for control. Okay. We have to keep this one, and honestly, the hand's decent, so not particularly bummed about that. Probably just put away Spell Stutter. Alright, draw. Misty Rainforest. Crack it. Get Overgrown Tomb. Deathrite. Next turn. Command Tower. 1, 2, 3. Here's Voracious Tome Skimmer. Next turn. Swamp. 1, 2. Step Through. High Fae Trickster. Why no Formidable Speaker? Because I'm trying to keep this as far away from being an elf deck as possible, and I'm trying to make it as fairy as possible while still having it function. So I'm not really chomping at the bit to add more elves to the equation. Anyway, here's High Fake Trickster. Oh my goodness, we get to pay 1 life every do we draw a card. Just go and double up. Because all of our spells draw a card now, which is pretty strong. Muddle. For Cloud of Fairies. Opponent's turn. Cloud of Fairies. Draw a card. Untap these 2 things. We exile the top 2 cards of everyone's library. 1, 2, 3, 4. If we don't have to counter anything. Archmage of Echoes. Like, this feels better. A little. Yeah, I mean, also, Formidable Speaker probably gets a little crazy with Deadeye Navigator, where you can, if you have enough mana, you can just go, okay, Deadeye Navigator, or you Formidable Speaker for Deadeye Navigator, and then you play Deadeye Navigator, and then you flicker Formidable Speaker, and then you get Cloud of Fairies, and then you flicker Formidable Speaker again, and in response to that Soul Bond trigger, you flash in Cloud of Fairies, or whatever, or you can just decline it too. And that could happen with like Cryptolith Rite stuff. But once again, I don't want to add more elf to deck. What's with this, by the way? Are we getting a cycle? Let me show you what I mean. These both care about elves and other type and are 3-color, 5-mana commanders. Listen, I'm just saying. The Bant one's going to be elves and merfolk. This is unkeepable. This is insane. By the way, I'm not even entirely confident this is a good hand, but fuck it, we ball. Hi, my name is Gwenna, Eyes of Gaia. Oh my god, we're so lucky. Okay, do we win? No, we have to play this if we want to try and go for a win this turn. Or not this turn, next turn. What we can do is use 3-tree to filter. That's insane. Name Elf. We get 2 mana. Demonic Tutor. Cloud of Fairies. This is me flickering Cloud of Fairies a billion times. Grixis wouldn't be elves and demons. Grixis wouldn't have one. Grixis isn't in green. Anyway. This is turn 5. Win the game. Pretty good. Yeah, Abzan does feel like elves and angels. It'd be our 6th Sigarda card, and she's like on like a plane with elves for some reason, and she's like, I don't like humans anymore. Elves are cooler. Um, Blightwing Bandit. Yeah. Typically, oh, by the way, what I'm doing in these mulligans is I'm typically looking for like enough mana to cast my spells and like some crumb of card advantage. I think we're kind of getting there. I'm trying to think of some elk spice I can sprinkle on top of this, and then we can pass it along to you. Because right now this deck feels slightly spiceless, and I want to kind of give it like a little treat. You bringing up Craterhoof reminds me of a conversation I was having with Joey from EDH Recast. We were talking, me and Joey, and we're talking about what the best set was. I said Eldritch Moon. I love the meld mechanic. I love all the stupid like designs we got in Eldritch Moon. I love Delirium. But he was like, original Innistrad is like one of like Dark Ascension, or Avacyn Returned. I think it's set AVR sort USD. This is the best set for Commander, is what Joey said. AVR. Cavern of Souls, Avacyn, Exquisite Blood, Craterhoof Behemoth, Angel of Jubilation's a very good card. Gristlebrand's Band. Like, Gristlebrand's Band. Cathar's Crusade, Primal Surge, Reforge the Soul, Malignus is in Fling decks. Gisella's in here, Temporal Mastery, Champion of Lambholt, Uvenwald Tracker, Blood Artist, Deadeye Navigator. These are their first printings, guys. Conjurer's Closet, Soul of the Harvest, Herald of Orsi's playing Angels and Humans deck. It's fucking Sigarda, Battle Hymn, Ghostly Flicker, Cloud Shift, but I don't like Cloud Shift that much. Terminus. Like, holy fuck. This feels like a Commander product. Bruna. Like, I don't know. It's Arresto. Zealous Conscripts. Like, this feels like Gold Knight Commander is a very good budget card. Like, this is like the best set for Commander ever printed. Not including like 4 Commander products, but like, you don't like Cloud Shift? I don't like when a Flicker spell's 1-for-1. Unless you have a Commander with an ETB that is godly. Like, just insane. Just, you know, whatever. I don't like 1-for-1 Flicker spells unless they have some other mode, or they target multiple things, or like Ephemerate. Cloud Shift does do one thing better, and that's if you're like a Theft deck. If you like red steal something, Cloud Shift flickers it under your control. It's one of the only flicker spells that does that instead of under its owner's control. Anyway, I think we've reached the end of the Avacyn Restored Gambit, but yeah, I think Joey kind of sold me that this is like one of the best Commander sets of all time. Because don't get me wrong, I do love Eldritch Moon. This is Eldraine. This is still also a good Commander set, but it's kind of post-Fire Commander set. EMN? Eldritch Moon, yeah, there we go. So, I don't know. I like Eldritch Moon a lot. Like, it has my favorite card in it, Bruna. Eldritch Evolution. You get like all the Delirium stuff. We're so off topic. I love that. Eldritch Moon is so cool. People, okay, listen, Eldritch Moon at the time was kind of mid, but like, me having not experienced the mid standard that Eldritch Moon was, and looking back on it, I'm like, it's kind of cool. Okay. So, Spice, and Fairy Spice. I mean, we did get a little spicy with the Riptide Laboratory step-through stuff. Okay, I think what I'll do is I'll just go Freed from the Real. How much is Pemin's Aura? So, we do have Bloom Tender. And then we have Freed from the Real Pemin's Aura. So, this is theoretically infinite mana. if you decided to add these with Perplex. I am going to caution you that this is kind of too strong for bracket 3 in a lot of regards. But it is an option. I mean, it does only make infinite green and black mana, which is a little difficult for you to use. You don't really have a sink for that. I would probably add a sink for these two. If we're doing all this. Pinnacle Helix. Pinnacle Helix is not actually that bad of an idea, but if it was 2 mana, because then you can muddle for it, which is very funny. Because that is a way to use infinite mana, but it's just not a good way to do it. So we have infinite black and green mana. What do we do with that in a situation like this? I mean, you could just reach for something boring like Exsanguinate. By the way, this is a real combo line because we do have Perplex to tutor for either of these. And you can also tutor for either of them by Waterlogg's Teachings for Perplex, which then gets one of these two. And also Demonic Tutor, Scheming Symmetry. So this is a very consistent combo line. Yeah, you can also muddle for Demonic Tutor, you're right. Oh my gosh, chat. You can Waterlog Teachings for Muddle the Mixture to then get Demonic Tutor. To then get, like, whatever you want. Finale of Devastation? We don't have infinite... Devastation. Yeah, it would be Finale. This is like a bracket for power level game sideboard plan. I like the Finale Devastation. Oh my god, it's $76 now? Okay, thank god. I was about to say, oh my god, it's gotten so high. It's still high. 50 is still insane, but yeah, Devastation works because we probably have like a board of fairies at that point. Probably enough for one for each opponent, and plus this gets another one. Actually, you could just get fucking Shadow Puppeteers. Base power and toughness 4/4, yeah. So you just Finale Devastation for Shadow Puppeteers. You have one hasty attacker that has flying for each opponent. And now you can muddle the mixture for this. Huzzah. We could do some Shadow the Second Stun Monarch stuff. This is always a package I love to run. With Court of Vantress. And then we'd cut Stock Up and Brainstorm. Just like a couple card advantage spells. Says, because this is a card advantage, this is a card advantage. So, Court of Vantress is 4 mana, get the Monarch. Monarch is very good for you. You're a fucking flying deck. And then Shadow of the Second Sun is also really good for you because it's kind of like a Wilderness Reclamation that draws you a card at the end of each of your turns because you untap, upkeep, draw at the end of your turn. But what happens is you untap, upkeep, draw at the end of your turn. Court of Vantress. That's an upkeep trigger. Make a copy of Shadow of the Second Sun, attach it to you. And then now you have 2 upkeeps at the end of your next turn. Hey, look, now we have 4 Shadow of the Second Suns. And then you can get up to 8 Shadow of the Second Suns at the end of that turn. So I always add that to decks. And like both of these cards are individually good in your deck as well. Like having the Monarch is a good enough draw engine when all of your creatures have flying. Also, Shadow of the Second Sun is really good in your deck that wants to be playing at instant speed on your opponent's turns, right? This is Seedborn Muse number 2. It's not quite as good as Seedborn Muse, but it is a Wilderness Reclamation. So you can tap out for your turn and then have a lot of mana on your opponent's turns. And then we have the sideboard plan. Okay, great. I think I'm good on locking this in as the list. I think we're beautiful and set here. Thank you so much for getting a deck review. Yes, here we go. All right. So who needs to go next? I think I saw Ramen in chat. Okay, I pulled a Sylvan Library from a Strixhaven draft. Do you think I can just put in any green deck, or does it need to be top deck synergy? You can put in any green deck. It is that good. You don't need top deck synergy for it. And honestly, I don't really even like it that much as a top deck synergy card. Just because it doesn't unstick cards that get stuck in your hand. Brainstorm, Brain Search, Scroll Rack, Brainstone are always going to be the undefeated goats of these kinds of archetypes because they get cards unstuck from your hand and guarantee put them on top. But yeah, it is just a generically good card. You can put it in any green deck and it will not lead you astray. Sylvan Library is that good. All right, we're going to move on to Ramen here and then we'll keep working through. Final Fantasy Saga Blink Beatdown with Terra. We will read the blurb as we duplicate the deck. Okay, it's not on the level of Rhystic Study or Necropotence, but I get what you mean. Okay. This is a Final Fantasy themed Saga creature beatdown deck built with Terra the Magical Adept as the commander. The main plan is to use blink/flicker effects to keep the powerful enchantment creatures around and re-trigger their ETBs. The deck also has a secondary recursion package to recover the Saga creatures after they sacrifice themselves, plus a rare and cool late-game Terra combo as a backup finisher. Terra is the MTG card that got me into Magic about a year ago. Oh my god, it's been a year! Ah! And after net decking a lot of EDH lists with Terra, this is my first Terra commander deck I've built myself. I've had a ton of fun playing it so far, and I definitely have to mulligan carefully so the 5-color mana doesn't freeze me up early. No major restrictions on recommended. We can definitely help with your mana base, by the way. Main questions I'd like help with. Do I have the right number of blink enablers and blink engines? Do I have the right amount of recursion? Am I missing any obviously good blink recursion things, or do I have enough to close out games? I know review time is limited, so no need to answer every question. Oh no, I can answer all these pretty easily, especially since it's pretty busy. Okay, so everyone knows how I feel about propaganda. I generally do not enjoy the card that much. Okay. I need to clear up my beef with propaganda really quick for everyone. Propaganda and Ghostly Prison are meta-dependent cards. They are fine if everyone you know on planet Earth is playing a Go Wide Craterhoof Behemoth deck. If everyone's playing that, then I'm not going to besmudge you for thinking about propaganda and Ghostly Prison. That's not where I hate it. Where I hate it is if your playgroup changes constantly, it's constantly rotating. Tokens might be a very common threat to run into, but it's not the only threat you run into, right? There's Perforoses, there's Impact Tremors, there's Grey Merchants of Asphodel, there are Voltron Commanders, there are Merit Lages, the whole spectrum's here, and it does nothing against those. Nothing. And that's where I'm like, Solitary Confinement's a better prison card because it works against more things. Revenge of the Ravens I don't like either. In fact, I like it less than Propaganda in Ghostly Prison. Yeah, and in an Enchantress deck where all of your cards turn into like 12 cards, Solitary Confinement is just straight up so much better than other options, right? Begin your end step. Or beginning of upkeep, sacrifice this unless you discard a card. Skip your draw step. You have Shroud. Prevent all damage that would be dealt to you. Yeah, No Mercy can be good. You need to be a life gain deck to kind of offset the fact that you do take damage, but it can be fine. Yeah, here's the other thing I think people don't understand with Propaganda and Ghostly Prison is that your creatures are the no hit me please cards. If you play a creature and your creature's the size of their creature, you do want enchantments in the card anyway. Yeah, actually, the fact that it is a discard outlet. Hang on, let's read Terra really quick. Mill 5, put up to 1 mill this way. Exile, create a token that's a copy of a card that you control. Gains haste. Okay. That can let you keep Solitary Confinement around. You discard, and then after draw step. No, that doesn't work, because it needs to be on your upkeep if you trigger. Hey, Elk, do you have a community Discord? Literally type Elk into Discord. Kind of just not a fan of Wall of Omens kicking around here. Once again, we're an Enchantress deck. Ideally, we're running cards that turn our enchantments into more cards. Spirited Companion's kind of curve filler. Once again, this should probably just be a normal Enchantress. So I am a little disappointed that you're not running Felia. And I know. Everyone's saying, oh, take a shot. Elk add Felia to their deck. But legitimately here, Felia is flickering Overlord of the Mistmoors. And it can flicker any enchantment you want, like Sterling Grove. And it's like, that's just insane. So we're going to just accept that Felia is good here and move on. Yeah, I would like to add more Enchantress effects here, but we are focusing on the flicker aspect of this deck. So Tidus, I'm a little bit iffy on. I know Tidus moves counters around. However, we want to remove counter from thing, not add counter to thing, or move counter from thing, right? Like, he's a good card. It's just, let's focus on the flickering. Ugh, no, Tidus is so broken, isn't he? We can try him out. He's probably just broken, right? Surely want Estrid's Invocation. I mean, that would make a lot of sense. Estrid's Invocation is very strong. This is copy enchantment. As a copy you control, except it has, at the beginning of your upkeep, you may exile this enchantment. If you do, return it to the battlefield. So you can just keep flickering this as a copy of any enchantment you want. Okay, don't like Cloud Shift. I talked about that kind of earlier. This makes sense flavorfully. It's fine. I kind of just don't like these random ass 2-drop ramp spells. We're playing. We want to go from 1 to 3. I think. Again, Arcanum Weaver. I think the mana is just a little bit too difficult, right? I think I want to keep this deck mostly Bant. I think adding like a Mardu card is going to be a little weird. Legend of Yang Chen. Legend of Yang Chen is very good. So Solitary Confinement back in. We're going to add Court of Vantress. And I'm going to do something. I'm going to break the mold. I'm not going to add Shadow of the Second Sun. And the reason is that Court of Vantress, or Shadow of the Second Sun is a huge nombo with Solitary Confinement. Because you get additional upkeeps on your end step, but you skip the draw steps of those additional beginning phases, and you also still have to discard a card for each one. So this is a non-bow with Shadow of the Second Sun. I will add a Perplex to your deck. Isn't Zur cracked? Yeah, Zur's like somewhere in here. I thought. Did I cut Zur? Because that fucker just like gives everything lifelink and kills people, right? That's actually kind of good. Hunting Grounds. Is this the fucking like threshold card that like shits things into play? Yeah, I actually kind of like that idea. Threshold. You can just, whenever an opponent casts a spell, you can just like shit creatures into play from your hand. Yeah, it's pretty badass. Shadow is so insane with Estrids though. Is it? Oh yeah, at the beginning of your end step, you get extra upkeeps. Fuck, that is cool. No. Don't make me pick between my babies. We could just say no to Solitary Confinement for this deck. Yeah, I think the Shadow stuff is just way cooler. We can add some fun stuff like Aether Spouts and whatever. But honestly, you also just have like loads of creatures, right? So maybe you just don't have to worry about it. Okay, playtest. This is insane. Draw. Stomping Ground. Birds of Paradise. Next turn. Dink. Green. Red. 1. Terra. Mill 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shadow of the Second Sun, please. Next turn. Spire Garden. Green, white. Here's Hunting Grounds. Pass. White. Ephemerate Terra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, look at that. Summon Veilthor. Oh my goodness, what's this? We have more than 7 cards in our graveyard. Threshold's online. Oh, you played a card? Here's Summon Veilthor. Do the... Each opponent choose a creature. Return them to your hands. Next turn. Flicker Terra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A whiff. Blood Crypt. 1, 2, 3. Estrich Invocation is a copy of Summon Veilthor. Yeah, we only had 4 mana here, so pass. I guess what you do instead of Blood Crypt is you play Wooded Foothills, so you can fetch Breeding Pool, and you can hold up an offer you can't refuse if you need it. Also, you played a spell. Cool, Lauren. Okay, Flicker Estrich's Invocation. Get another Summon Veilthor. Blood Crypt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shadow the Second Sun. Draw on our end step. Also untap on our end step. Draw off Lauren. 2, 3. Cycle. Cycle. Witch Enchanter. Yeah, and you can Veilthor a billion times. Yeah. I don't need to mention every trigger. We know bullshit's happening, okay? We don't need to capitalize on every single trigger. Okay, was there anything that kind of felt clunky in here? Just kind of clunking up the place. Honestly, your mana did feel a little bit bad. I appreciate the momentary blink. I just don't think it's correct, especially since like we added Felia. We could do something like Touch the Spirit Realm. It's already in. Okay, beautiful. You know what's up. I think double white's a little bit awkward, so I don't want to quite put in Parting Gust at 2 mana, but it's a thought. I think like an ETB constellation creature, something like a Setessan champion. We do have a lot of things entering, and I think Setessan's like a kind of a very good glue for that. So it's a nice mix of like casting and exiling, or casting and flickering enchantments that draws us cards, and you can perplex for it if you need a card advantage engine. That feels pretty nice. Tell me we're on Traverse the Ubenwald. We're not on Traverse the Ubenwald. Yeah, I just literally can't stand to not see Traverse the Ubenwald here. It's Delirium Tutor. That's like has to be better than Diabolic Intent in some way, because I think in general you're gonna grab a creature like a Saga creature or a land. Yeah, let's play test it. And plus it's fixing. Anyway, drop, Shock and Breeding Pool, Wild Growth. Next turn. Okay, here's Terra. Nope. We whiff. Next turn. Cycle. Fetch. Surveil. We don't run Surveil lands. Okay, we are just clunked up here. Awesome. I think Bant is the best colors. Rafine's doesn't have green. Get Commercial District. Okay, this is insane. There's Commercial District, Surveil 1. Top. Graveyard, honestly. I don't think we should even maybe be running Arcane Signet. It's just like, when do we have time for it? Non-avatar creature. Probably the Setessan Champion. Look at that. 4 card types already. Honestly, I want to take Estrid's Invocation here. Move to discard, discard. Birds. Actually, birds would be very good on this turn. I don't have blue. Yeah. Maybe this should be Hedge Maze. Maybe we just run Hedge Maze. Yeah, I think Adegi has biblical greed. No major restrictions. Okay, great. Okay. All right, I need you guys to hear me out here. I think recursion sucks. I think recursion in general is just not the best thing in the world. I think if you want recursion, we run Yuna and we don't run anything else, because Yuna's an overrun that kills people. If you need it that badly, you can traverse the Uvenwald for it now. And we just do not worry about doing all this bringing back from the graveyard stuff. I know we mill a ton, which is what has me a little bit worried about doing this. But generally speaking, I just don't think I really like recursion. Like, I'd rather just be, like, playing new threats if my old ones get removed. Am I crazy? Like, I think Yuna's the best to do it, but if we're going to do Yuna stuff, I kind of want to add, like, summon Knights of the Round and shit that, like, blows up the game. Like, add these two big idiots. Primal Odin's a little mid, but it's funny, so let's run it. So just add those 3, and then we just fucking jam. I didn't want cards I couldn't cast. So we can fix that, though. I like, for example, we're just the best at making mana because we have Sanctum Weaver. Like, tap to add X mana of any color where X is the number of enchantments you control. We're like a green enchantment deck. We can cast anything we want. You can cheat it into play with Hunting Grounds. We can reanimate it off of whatever. Yuna. Mana value to each opponent. Whoa. That is kind of fun, but... Alright, playtest. Discard, draw. Polluted Delta gets Hedge Maze. Look at how nice these Surveil lands are. Court of Vantress I want to kind of keep, though. Plains, pass. Oh my goodness, Eladamri's Call. Sanctum Weaver. Think 1, 2, 3. Terra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here, let's get Summon Knights of the Round. Uh-oh, my hand slipped. I discard it. I guess you just keep something else then. We can keep Overlord of the Hauntwoods and then discard Grasp of Fate instead. Next turn. Shock and Blood Crypt. White 1. Charming Prince Flicker Terra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Put Fertile Ground into your hand. Think green 1. Sanctum Weaver. Pass. Next turn. Okay, here we go. Spire Gardens. Green 1, 2. Green 1. So we Fertile Ground this. Tap for 3 more. Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Oh, we make an Everywhere token. That's not how this card works. Everywhere. Okay. We have cast 1, 2 spells this turn. We have 1, 2, 3 enchantments. Anyway, here's Amphibious Downpour with 2 token copies. Okay, this turn. Tap for a billion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Court of Ventress. Green. Esper Origins. Surveil 2. Graveyard, graveyard. And then 1, 2, 3. Cast it from graveyard. Surveil 2. Top graveyard. Think. Turnover. Reload top, grab your library. Oh my god, it's a permanent card. Okay, these 2 are in our graveyard. Let's say Sanctum Weaver gets fucking killed. Next turn, add 2 green mana. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here's Summon Bahamut. Sorry, that would be 9. Okay, attack someone with like a creature or 2. We're the Monarch. Hooray. We didn't even draw off Monarch the first time. Anyway, these cards are not uncastable. Case in point, so. I think I want to get 1 of the green-white MDFC in here. Probably getting... Ugh, I can't go Spar's headquarters or starting town. I think we maybe have too many colorless lands. Unkeepable. Do you have like a tokens player? Is this a meta call? Oh, why Detention Sphere? Is this specifically for like a token player or something? Clues, treasures. Yeah, okay. I can see it being okay then. Maybe a Ravenous Rats or whatever it's called, the Rats players. Okay, I'm feeling this hand. Draw, Windswept Teeth, fetch, Surveil. I typically get Lush Portico here, but honestly, let's just get Commercial District. Surveil 1. Top, next turn. Dink, dink. Sterling Grove, tutor up. Drumroll, please. Sanctum Weaver. Honestly, might just play it next turn. Here's a tap land. Here's green 1, Sanctum Weaver. It has Shroud. Mana Confluence. 1, 2, 3. Exile your play. Green, and then 3 blue or 3 red. Terra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enchantment back to hand is Teleportation Circle. Next turn. Okay. We can do this. 3, 4, 5, 6. Activate Terra. We will pay 1 before Terra flips. Sterling Grove, sack. Get any enchantment we want. Probably Shadow the Second Sun. Okay. Create a token that's a copy of target non-legendary enchantment control. Sanctum Weaver. Oh, it sacrifices at the beginning next end step. Oh. Anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 enchantments. This taps for 4 mana. Spark Double. Entering as a copy of Sanctum Weaver. This one gets sacked. Next turn. Blue. Oh, that's game? No, this isn't game. We created a token that's a copy of Spark Double. Spark Double combo with Terra. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I guess so. This is Splinter Twin. Wow. Yeah, that's stupid. That's very strong. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. Yeah, GG's. Yeah, anyway, Sanctum Weaver broken, I guess is the moral of the story of today. Too strong for bracket 3? Yeah, it's a little much. I don't think I like it anyway. It would be something I rule 0 mention. At the bare minimum. Like, I don't know. It's fine. Happens. Depends if you want to keep it or not. Yeah, it can come down fast because Sanctum Weaver exists, and Sanctum Weaver is like, of these cards, it's the best. You're just mistaken. It's anything fast and also like a 2-card combo. And this is like, it can be fast, so as long as you mention it. I mean, hey guys, are you okay if I play with this goofy combo? I can take out the combo pieces if you need me to instead. But no, there's nothing against 2-card combos for bracket 3. It's fast combos that like can happen before like turn 7, which this one can. So it's just vibes based. Honestly, I think this deck's about good to go though. So, right number of Blink engines. Yep. That was one of the questions. Do I have the right amount of recursion? You had too much, in my opinion. Am I missing anything obviously good for a Blink recursion deck like this? Yeah, it's, Sanctum Weaver for an enchantment deck, and then Hunting Grounds is a really good chat suggestion. And then Shadow the Second Sun and Court of Antris are both very funny for this like kind of flickery kind of deck. Do I have enough ways to close out games? That's where I'm still like a little bit weirded out. This is a combo deck. So maybe giving you like one more option that's like capable of being like, I can close out the game this other way that isn't the combo might be fun. I mean, you do just hit people with creatures. We did add a bunch of big idiots that will kill people. I'm just trying to think about what that would look like. I finished games with token generation and pump. Okay, great. Then I don't think we need to really worry. What happened to this random Scryfall card redeem? It just sucked. Okay, I think this might just be fine enough then. Unless there's like an overrun enchantment that I'm missing. Beastmaster Ascension, maybe? I think I would rather just give you, like... Not Legion Leadership, that's the name of the MDFC. Legion Loyalty. It's 15 cents, and it's just like a big 8 mana fuck you. This is very win more, but sometimes when you have like 6 Saga creatures in play and no other hope of winning, 8 mana, these all like redo their ETBs and stuff is really funny. So maybe that's the main deck thing you run. And then with this, our average mana value should be pretty high, about 3. It's probably not high enough for like a Keen Duelist, honestly, but it's the thoughts there. I do think Venser's a little slow, but he's a good flicker target, and he also has a Final Fantasy art, so we're not going to touch him. Maybe just summon Leviathan. I know it's like an evacuation, but... Okay. I think it's good to go now. Okay, do we have Connor? But shuts down Malaran, says Sammy in YouTube chat. I don't know how far in the past you are, but you are literally maybe 2 deck reviews behind. So he'll hear that in 2 deck reviews from now. Time traveler, but the worst kind. He's like 40 minutes in the past. Space Hammer Connor? Question mark? Yes, you are. Aha. Vadric! My favorite token gay character. Why do they gotta pile on all the same things onto one character? You know what I mean? We had it with Ennis, too. And Adelaide. Gay person of color. Gay person of color, or not gay person of color. Wheelchair person of color. Gay person, person of color, and bald. Triple whammy for Vadric. The tokens, they're terrible. You can't be doing this, Wizards of the Coast. Unbelievable. No, I think did Vadric have a side story in Midnight Hunt? They can't afford too much diversity. You need to stack that stuff. Exactly! That's what they do! How can you tell he's gay? He's in his side story and he's gay. That's how I know. Adeline is also in a side story and gay. And also in Midnight Hunt. They doubled up on the bubble up. Terrible. I think every character in Magic should be gay. There's some hot bald guys in Magic. I guess Teferi isn't bald. He's balding. He used to be bald. But, like, Teferi's hot as fuck. Are they not all gay? No, only Emrakul and Ulamog. Those are the only gay characters in Magic. 36 lands. Come on. How many cantrips do we have? Okay. I like the Magic Dampers Shore Up. Those are very good heads-up inclusions. Bald men can be really hot. Absolutely. There's certain guys that look better bald. So you're not into Stang? Let me look at Stang. You see, okay, Stang isn't as attractive as Teferi. He's still very attractive. But we need to factor in Teferi's like a 9 out of 10, really hot. Stang is like 7 out of 10, 7.5. But it's always a threesome. You know what I mean? He always comes with like a partner. He's like, it's like, there's potential here to be like a 14, 15 out of 10. Bro, what? That's what he does! That's his mechanic. There's one Cupcake lyric that's like, I'm a Gemini, so that's really a threesome. He's like Riku but bald. I see it. I can see it. What are like other hot characters in Magic? Sorry, we will get to the Vadric deck review. Elk, I heard screaming. What happened? We're mostly just talking about like woods in Magic. What are other hot bald characters in Magic? Art bald. Is Commander sort... There's a lot of bald characters. Oh, yeah, he could get it. I mean, with a name like that, there has to be something up. Whoa! Wait, hang on! Hang on, wait, hear me out. Hang on. So, no. You literally, no, listen, okay. Listen, all I'm saying is like Harry Dubois, like a little, turn me on a little bit for mutton chops. I can fix him. He's a racist though, human supremacist. That's not racist, that's specious, and that's fine. To an extent. Wait, hang on. I need to pull up the tweet now. I'm so mad. It was a Matt Walsh tweet, and he was like, I would kill 100 apes to save one man. And some left journalist that replied to him and was like, would you blow 100 monkeys to save a human life? And I was like, I kind of cooked him. That shit was funny as fuck. Anytime Matt Walsh gets dunked on, I'm there for it. It's so fucking funny. Whoa, okay. This one isn't to hear me out. She's just hot. Dude, Tago could get it. Oh my god! Whisper could get it. Swords to Plowshares guy. What do you mean Swords to Plowshares guy? Yeah, Madam Null is just hot. I could see the idea for Jace getting it. Karam could get it. I know Karam. And Karam is like grungy enough to that it's like kind of hot. But I like Whisper. Anyone that dresses this fine, fucking skinny guy you can throw around. Look at all these like sycophants. Talk about win. Ooh, wow. I've never looked at this card. Because it sucks. It's really bad. But, like, he's kind of fine. Look at him. Elsha is they, them, and bald? I don't know. I don't know about the Elsha pronoun situation, but I do know. Sorry, I've been clicking this pen so much that the end popped off. Yeah, Elsha's bald. I don't know if Elsha's they, them. I don't know anything about that. Elsha is good looking, though. How do you feel about a Lasso Core? He'd probably kill and eat me. Yeah, dog. You're not getting in me. He's obviously into fisting. Look at what's going on here. That's not okay. What's going on with your arm there, alas? I mean, some people are into that. That's like one of the 5 things I'm not into, though, so. Anyway, wait, we have a deck to review. let's get to it. Let's read the blurb. My deck's game plan is to get Vadric's power to at least 2 or 3, and then win the game through a series of different large instants and sorceries. I've won it in 3 different ways already with the deck, all involving spell slinging, tokens, pumps, work on Vadric, and making 2 players draw out and take non-combat damage. The deck began as the original Strixhaven precon, but it didn't work out all that well. Do we still have? I think we still should be on Rutha, because Rutha is very similar to Vial Smasher, and I find that play pattern very enjoyable. So we're going to go to Rutha Mastering the Moment. This is a ritual when you have a big enough Vadric, which is kind of cool. Budget card choices are wide open. Yep. Okay, great. I'm not looking to tune it up to bracket 4. I'm actually pretty comfortable with the tap lands. Okay, great. I do want to get you more lands. It's weird because we're describing this as a big spell deck, and yet I am seeing a lot of like cast a bunch of small spells stuff. And that's kind of, yeah, Temple of the False God's a little weird too with only 36 lands. So I think we need to pick a lane. Are we storming or are we big spelling? What's happening? I don't like Brass's Bounty because you're discounting costs and then you don't have a lot of lands, ideally. We have Stormkiln. I don't like these cost reducers. We already have this in the command zone. Young Peasy's alright, but we don't have any dual caster combos, right? It's just there. Talrand's okay, especially since you have Surge to Victory. Honestly, I might want to double up on that kind of effect and run a Murmuring. Yeah, we can talk about loot, but like honestly, we're supposed to keep this deck super budget, so loot might be a little bit too much. Melik, I don't know why you can I get an explanation for why you like prefer Rutha over? Oh, because it's only one as opposed to these making multiple, but still, I think you rerun all these. I think Murmuring Mystic is good enough. Melik. Yeah, Melik's cool. I like Melik. Very fun card. I like Ral. I think there's better options, though, and we can kind of talk about those soon. Um, I think Metallurgic Summonings is just too slow for what we're trying to do. Why are we playing a 3-rock? That weirds me out. This weirds me out. This kind of weirds me out. Honestly, even the 2 rocks are weirding me out a little bit, but we can keep them. I can see a world where having 1 or 2 extra mana kicking around for like a Magic Damper Shore Up can be good. Probably not with Izzet Signet. Izzet Signet's fine, actually. Okay. I think the rest of these you can keep, maybe not Leering Emblem. I know Leering Emblem bros Vadric faster, but... How to buy a channel review with channel points. So you need 45,000, and they need to be turned on. And those are for high energy stream days. Right now, I'm not that in. I'm okay, but I don't know. Been in a funk, but you guys aren't my therapist, so you're not going to hear about it. Sorcery Speed, Compulsive Research. That one kind of weirds me out. So I think personally I would love to see big score in Pirates Pillage. These are discard outlets for Mizzix's Mastery, and they're also only 1 red pip. So what you can do is cast this for 1 red pip, discard a card, draw 2 cards, and then make 2 treasure tokens. So they're rituals in a way because of that. Because we should ideally have Vadric be a fucking threat super early. So my thought is maybe also we want to jam a couple pump spells in here. And I'm not talking like bulk up. I think bulk up's a little bit too weird. +3/+1, get a clue. Is there like +3/+... There has to be better pump spells than what we're running right now. And in fact, I just kind of want to redo the pump spell angle of this with more and different pump spells. Because they're just... I think there has to be better ones. So let's do... OTAG, Combat, OTAG, Trick, O plus, it's OTAG Combat Trick. I'm a moron. Hunting for Witches, by the way. Thank you for the Prime sub. I just saw that now. So let's look for ones that make treasure. Because they're free. +2/+0 gains first strike and you creates a treasure. So this is 0 mana, make Vadric 3 power. Gets +3/+2, create a treasure token. Gets +2/+0, create a treasure token. Alright, now we're going to do draw. Nope, we don't control mouse. Draw a card, gets trample +1/+0 for each card you've drawn this turn. Can gift a tapped fish to give +2/+0. And then we can do exile top, because I know there's a few that exile the top card of your library, and then until the end of your next turn you can cast it. +3/+1 gains haste, exile top card of the library, you play it until your next end step. Next end step's a little bit awkward, so I don't think we're going to be doing that one. Exile the top card of 2 cards of your library. You may play them until your next end step. Or you can pump up Vadric. This is a good double whammy here. This one's also pretty decent, but I honestly think maybe we just don't run that one because it is 3 mana at the front end. Okay, so great. Now all of our pump spells are also draw spells or 0 mana. So now I want to get some NBFCs in here. So let's do Salundi. Once again, this is a budget deck that we were building. Do not recommend $20 cards. I should have like a budget indicator on the screen, like a fucking rotating light GIF that says budget deck. Probably Sundering Eruption's worthwhile. Let's do Lorien Revealed. Lorien Revealed is a little pricey. This is a $3 card, but it fixes your mana for you, and then also is a card draw spell later when you're like storming off and doing bullshit. So I do think this is worth the expense. I think one more like shore up kind of effect. O tag, O tag, O hex proof, O plus type instant. +0, +3, +0, +3, +0, +3, +1, +1. Octopus form gains hexproof until end of turn. Untap it. Shore up. +1/+1 gains hexproof until end of turn. Was shore up in the deck originally? For me, I was thinking of dive down. So if it was shore up before, so now we have 3 of these gains hexproof until end of turns, and they all give +1/+1 as well. So Stormkiln Artist is swiftly becoming very important to us, I think. What's the budget? Just low budget. There's no like number given, but like we don't want to break the bank here. Which sucks because Displacer Kid would be fucking broken here. You could do like Chakram Retriever stuff. Whenever you cast a spell during your turn, untap target creature. Target creature. This is terrible. I thought this was any target permanent. This is also $5. I don't mind a big budget. Bracket is my only limiter. I would like to add Displacer Kid into this deck. It would be that good. But I don't think we need it. Because the joke is with Displacer Kid is if you have like a Mana Rock and a Displacer Kid, it does a Stormkiln Artist thing. Where you get to have a mana come back every time you cast an instant or sorcery spell. Honestly, we might just be fine as is, and I'm just worrying about nothing. In fact, let's just like playtest it and see how we feel. Draw. Island. Next turn. Boilerworks. Discard Expropriate. Nothing. 1, 2, 3. Badrick. We'll tap not like a moron. Or I guess we can drop Archmage Emeritus. And then this turn, 1, 2, 3. So now our spells cost 1 less. Red. Reckless Rampage. 1, 2, 3. Make a treasure token. Draw a card. Blue. Or blue, and then add token treasure. It's the Lundy Vision. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seething Song. Crack this. Big score. Additional cost. Discard a card. Draw 2 cards. Get 2 treasure tokens. Red. Seething Song. Oh, we should have drawn 2 cards, by the way. Lol. I'll just do that now. Ooh, we might be bricking off a little, chat. Blue. 1, 2, 3. Oh, blue. Blue. That's it. Wow, that's all this costs. Reveal the top 3 cards. Blasphemous Act, Island, Talisman, Creativity. Chat, do you want to put this into our hand, or do you want us to discard these and draw 5? Pick your poison, chat. Are we drawing 5, or is these going into our hand? Draw new. That's 1 vote for draw new. Draw new. because no, on hand for sure. Draw. Okay, most people are voting for draw, so I'm gonna draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, bummer. Yeah, because this talisman does filter our mana, which is why I would typically also put this in hand. Bummer, yeah. We whiff. So this is the importance of these big score effects. It lets us keep our hand schmoving. So Behold the Multiverse probably comes out. Although it is a fun thing to do on turn 2. I think it needs to be 1 mana value. So we can do Inspired Tinkering. Right, because this is 1 red pip. And then it exiles 3 cards and then makes 3 treasures. I guess this is fine. I don't know if I like... Amanati's Augury does let you free cast an instant and a sorcery. It's just like, I don't think too many of your instants are that good to free cast. They're fine. I think I'd just rather have another big spell there, like Mnemonic Deluge. Wait, you're not even on the other one. I thought you already had it. The stupid card. Soulfire Eruption. Choose any number of target creatures, planeswalkers, and/or players. For each of them, exile the top card of your library. Then Soulfire Eruption deals damage equal to that card's converted mana cost to that permanent or player. You may play the exile cards until the end of your next turns. So maybe Imperial played out. Jam. Cut Temple of the False God. Put in Mistrise. This is probably the most expensive card I'm going to have you add. It's $10, but it's $10 well spent. Because it makes the next spell you cast can't be countered. It enters untapped as a blue source. Is Soulfire Eruption $8? What? No, it's not. It's $3. Mnemonic Deluge is $8. Yeah, that is a lot. But it's good. Anyway, so I don't like Myriad Landscape all that much. I know you said you're fine with the tap ones. That one I just can't abide by. Reliquary Terror, let's not do all that. Because you want to discard cards. Discarding cards is good for you. You run Mizzix's Mastery. I probably wouldn't keep this hand. This is a hand I would keep, though. Drop. Island, Soul Ring. Mountain. Okay, we're about to, like, win the game. Mistrise Village enters untapped. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stormkiln Artist. Okay, here we go. Blue. 1. Red. Vadric. We should do this. Because now we go red. Reckless Ransacking. 1, 2, 3, 4. Add token treasure. So this is -5 mana. 1, 2, which will come back, or one of them will come back. So 2, so 1, 2, -5. So this is X is 6, 7. So this is 7. We'll put, and we get to free cast one of them. We'll free cast Lorien. Draw. And we move to discard. Dink. Vadric probably gets blown up. But it doesn't really matter. Because Soul Ring lol. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. So we can get a bunch of goblins and 2 drakes, or birds rather. And then we get a treasure token back. Because we go 1, 2, 3, 4, dink, 1, 2, resculpt, get a treasure back. Oh no, we couldn't get this many, but we could do this. So we would have a treasure. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this tap land fucks us. I guess what we could do is give all of these empty the Warrens, which is pretty funny. There's just a couple of these cards that don't really feel like they're doing too much. Oh, draw. Oh, treasure. We already on reiterate. Oh, I guess, no, not reiterate, but I know what you mean. I don't know. Reiterate's dangerous. I think we should just try out Unexpected Windfall. Reiterate is $25. Okay. Okay, this is good. It's a really good hand, actually. So we don't do anything forever. But that's actually okay. Because we go Vadrik with Magic Damper. And then this turn, we get to kind of storm off. Inspired Tinkering. 1, 2, 3. And then we get 3 treasure tokens. And you go 1, 2, Sudden Breakthrough, +2/+0, make a treasure token. And then now every spell is reduced by 3. So we go Pirate's Pillage, discard Fact or Fiction, get 2 treasures, draw 2 cards. Red, seize the spoils, discard Desert of the Fervent, get a treasure back, draw 2 cards. Red, Sazakap's Brew, additional cost, discard a card, draw 2 cards, and also give +2/+0. Red, Ancestor's Aid, give +2/+0, make a treasure token. So now our spells are reduced by 7. Damn, we're so close to... Oh, no, do we have it? No, we don't, because it's all mana. We need 1 more treasure token in order to copy this. But you are still able to expropriate here. Time or money, everyone. I'm voting time. Something like Unwind, Rewind, or Turnabout could be a great ritual. Turnabout, I agree with the other two. How do we fit those into our turn here? Money, money, money. Yep, it's always money. Okay, great. I'm glad my audience knows what's up. So Yes, we will now take our extra turn. Okay, Rousing Refrain is interesting. Oh, by the way, these are like all gone. +2/+0, +2/+0. +2/+0. +1/+1 until end of turn, untap it. But that one wasn't part of the equation there. Anyway. Bonus turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rousing Refrain. We'll add like 5 mana. Blue. 1, 2, 3. Unfathomable Truths. We'll go ahead and draw 3. 1, 2, 3. And then make 3 spawn. And then we'll go red, 1, 2, blue, Rutha, 1, Sol Ring. Combat, we make a 5/5 with Flying and Haste. And then this turn, you're doing like an 8/8. All right, top 7. So I've really been not liking these clone spells, the twin cast and stuff. So let's do Reckless Rummaging, Soulfire Eruption, rest on the bottom. And then you'd go red, Reckless Ransacking. That's 0 mana ritual for the rest of the turn. Because you get a treasure token back. Red, red, red. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Soulfire Eruption. And then you just explode everything. Deal 4, deal 0, deal 4, deal 0, deal 0, deal 1, deal 6, deal 4, deal 2, deal 0, deal 2, right? Fun times. Okay, yeah. But I've not been liking Increasing Vengeance, Reverberate, or Twin Cast. 2 twin spells go infinite with Stormkiln, I guess. Yeah, but that's just not the point of the deck, is it? This is not a combo deck. This is a big rampy kill you deck. Case of the Ransack Lab. No, I don't. It's tough. I think what I want more than anything is like, I do want spell copying, but it needs to be in play before our pop-off turn. And I'm just trying to think about what that looks like. Training Post. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, this artifact has fewer than 3 charge counters on it. Put a charge counter on it. Remove 3 charge counters. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy it and choose new targets for the copy. Because we need to remember Vadrik is not a turn 3 play. We're playing Vadrik on turn 4 with the protection spell up for 1 mana. So this being our turn 3 play is actually kind of a nice curve filler. And then it grows with all the counters when we storm off. And then we get to remove the counters and copy a big spell when we were ready. Yeah, Frantic Search probably should be in already. I don't know why we're missing that one, especially since it sets up Mizzix's Mastery bullshit. Snap I'm a little bit more hesitant about, but it is a good thought. I think maybe we should just do it. All right, draw. Mountain, Soul Ring. Next turn. Is it Boilerworks? This back in my hand. Next turn. Mountain. Let's actually go Prismari Campus, pass. And so this turn we can go Island, 1, 2, think. Vadrik. Archmage Emeritus. We can tap Not Like a Moron to do that in any way? No, we can't really. Bummer. Anyway, Ponder. Draw a card. 1, 2, 3. Get surged. Get none of these. Shuffle. All right. We can cycle with their floating red mana. Hooray. All right. Next turn. Dink. 1, 2, 3. Here's Vadrik. Pass. So we have stupid counterspell up. So we can stupid counterspell someone. Or we can Mind Stone and do that too. Think stupid counterspell you. You may cast a spell with equal or lesser mana value from your hand without paying its mana cost. So we draw a card from the Archmage Emeritus. We'll choose not to cast an instant sorcery spell from our hand. Next turn, snap. Okay, we have mana up the ass. We just have... Well, we do have card advantage. I'm stupid. Let's just go ham. Why am I thinking so hard? I'm playing Blue-Red Storm. Seething Song. Draw a card. Blue. Snap. Draw a card. Untap these two. Crack Mindstone. Draw a card. Blue. Octopus Form. Draw a card. Are you fucking kidding me? Cool. Draws 12 lands in a row, everyone. That's my recommendation for a deck like this. We're not even particularly like that, like, ungreedy with lands. We could run more MDFCs here. The question is what? Maybe just like a preordain. Because if you have enough cantrips, it's land. I'd keep those. Sol Ring loves me. Oh, I should probably cut Dika. I don't really like her. Is there a strict budget restriction? Not necessarily. But also, I don't think we want to spend money on 3 steps ahead. Like, I don't know what that really adds to the deck. Okay, here's Vadrik. All of her spells cost 1 less currently. We're going to snap something, untap Island and Mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4. Covenant of the Mines. We're going to go and just reveal the top 3. Do you want us to put Empty the Warrens, Man of Muse Vortex, and Island into our hand? Or are you okay with this all going to the graveyard? And us drawing 5, if that happens. So pick chat. Pick. Do you want us to have these 3 cards? Hand, take them. Okay, great. We don't have Bergy stuff. Okay, great. Here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So this is X is 6. Okay, we get Soulfire Eruption to hand. Unfathomable Truths free cast, and then now we're set up for turn 5 Soulfire Eruption. Like, this isn't feeling bad. Maybe we want to run in, like, Ill-Timed. This is a very nice curve filler that also is just like, it's divination when you're ahead, and when you're behind, it blows up everything. And it also sets up for Mizzix's Mastery. I think I like it more than Volcanic Vision. Heroes Blade 2. Ooh, you're actually kind of cooking with that. Right, 2-drop that ends up being like a 3 mana reduction after you play your commander. That's kind of fun. I guess there's like Shuko and stuff too, but I think I prefer the like Ancestor's Aid, make a treasure token, and also pump effects. Once again, cutting Dika. Firemind's Foresight. Honestly, I can see it. This is pretty fun. Normally you see this in like Omniscience piles in Legacy. Get Wild Ricochet out. I would keep this hand. Nah, I wouldn't. Okay, I would keep this one, though. Even if Vadric gets blown up here, you can just recast him next turn. So, like, that's why I'm okay with running him out here. And then now you get to go ham. 1, 2, 3. Unexpected Windfall. Discard a card. Or actually... Copy target instant sorcery spell with mana value 4 or less. So discard, discard, draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make 4 treasure tokens. And then you get to go red +2/+0 until end of turn gets a treasure token. Our storm count right now is currently 2. Oh, 3. That's insane. Crack a treasure. Preordain. Scry 2 and then draw. Bottom, top, draw this. That's storm count 4. Red, seize the spoils. Dink, discard island, draw 2. 1, 2. Desert of the Mindful Cycle, draw. Okay, we didn't hit anything else, but we can go tap, tap. Just double checking my storm count really quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, it is 4. Or no, 5. My fault. It is 5. So storm count's 5. We cracked 2 treasures. Oh, wait, we couldn't draw an extra card there. My fault. We Mind's Desire now, though. So we wouldn't have cycled the desert there. So we will do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this is fucking insane. Oh my god. So we're gonna... we have a lot to do, chat. We have a lot to do. I think what we're going to start with is Mizzix's Mastery. Mind's Desire is a really tempting spell to cast for free. But I think the correct option is actually Unexpected Windfall. We still have 1 treasure token! Wait, wait, wait! No, no, no! It is Mind's Desire. Okay, okay. So we're going to Mizzix's Mastery last then, because we're going to fire Mind's Foresight first. We're going to get Frantic Search. That's our 3-drop. Our 2-drop will be Snap. And our 1-drop will be Brainstorm. Okay. We will now Ill-Timed Explosion and draw 2 cards. We'll choose not to discard. We will now Soulfire Eruption. So this is 1... Holy shit. 1, 2, 3, 4... Well, these are in our hand now. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now, blue, Storm Count +1, Frantic Search, draw 2 cards, discard 2 cards, untap 3 lands, blue, Snap, untap 2 lands, bounce something, Storm Count +1, red, Sazakap's Brew +2/+0, discard a card, Opera Love Song, draw 2 cards. And then now we free cast the Mizzix's Mastery. I guess not, right? We just keep going. Brainstorm. 1, 2, 3. And then we can put Fists of Flame and Octopus or Treasure Cruise on top. Blue Octopus Form Vadric. Blue Whirlwind Denial, nothing. Mizzix's Mastery on Mind's Desire. Okay, cast this for free. Great news. Storm Trigger. We'll copy this 15 times, so we're going to get the top 16 cards of our library. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. There's Empty the Warrens. We're going to start with a beautiful little Ponder. Actually, we're going to start with Archmage Emeritus and Talryn Sky Summoner. We are now going to cast Treasure Cruise for free. 1, 2, 3. I really want to cast Stormkiln Artist. Can we make enough treasures this turn? Yes, because we can Pirate's Pillage. Oh, we draw an extra card, by the way, lol. We also make a 2/2 Drake. And now we have 2 treasure tokens. Free cast Ancestor's Aid. Get another treasure token. +2/+0. Free cast Faithless Looting. Draw 2. Discard 2. Okay, here we go. We can crack this for Soul Ring now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stormkiln Artist. Ponder. Draw a card. And then 1, 2, 3. Top. Draw a card. Add token. Treasure. Dig through time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Get Seething Song and is it Signet? Treasure for Seething Song. We get a rebate on that. 1, 2 for Is It Signet? Filter. Oh, whoops. Blue treasure. Plea for power. I imagine we're not getting an extra turn. Do we want us to draw 3 cards, right? Not get an extra turn. I mean, honestly, at this point, it's masturbation. I'm doing this because it's fun. Like, we already know that this game is insanely in our favor. Because anything that has 1 pip is free to cast, because we get a rebate on it. We're all supposed to be drawing extra cards from fucking Archmage Emeritus. Oh, lol, we take extra turns anyway. Like, this is insane. I think literally that happening, I just gonna give you the deck and we're just gonna call it there. Here, take it back. Rowdy Research can Ancestral Recall. Let's read Rowdy Research. Yeah, I guess. Chemister's Insight can be crazy. I see the vision there. That's the one that lets you draw 2 cards. I don't know if I really like the rest of these. Tez Gambit is fun. Tezzeret's Gambit is fun. I don't like... we don't have +1/+1 counters. I'm not even going to bother. But Tez's Gambit is 0 mana, pay 2 life, draw 2 cards. So that is worth running. And sometimes it, like, proliferates the counter on the training post and you smile. So, like, I think these in makes a lot of sense. The Covenant Mines was a fun card. So I probably won't cut that. But we can cut, like, different card draw spells. Like, Sudden Insight is 2 pips. That's kind of hard to utilize. Yeah, those are some good last-second suggestions there. It sucks because Melik is the very obvious cut to make, but he's so funny. And sometimes he pops off insane, especially with like the big score style cards. Isn't Factor Fiction kind of bothersome? I guess, but it sets up for Mizzix's Mastery rather nicely. It's a little annoying. I don't know. I think it's fine.
Yeah, Vadric is really good. He reminds me a lot of Cormel in a way, but he's like more stormy. Honestly, at this point, like I just think you just run like Talrand only. Invoke Calamity for Stormcast. Okay, this is fine. I'm not opposed to the weird counterspells being cut. You can keep Whirlwind Denial, but I would definitely take out like Reinterpret. What's your opinion on Recommander? I don't even know what that is. Oh, is that the fuck, I forgot his name. I'm so mean. But it was like a commander recommender website that was made by fuck, his name is literally on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, AI deck building is so dumb and never works and is terrible. Like, I don't know. Dude, you'll be building a deck and then it'll be like recommending like off-color lands. Portent of Calamity instead of Fact or Fiction. I mean, we still just like have room. Portent of Calamity is cool. We just don't have that many card types. Let's add the new Strixhaven card that's kind of like Fact or Fiction. Interpretive... Abstract Performance. Exile the top 4 cards of your library in a face-down pile, and then exile the top 4 cards of your library in a face-up pile. An opponent chooses one of those piles, put that pile into your graveyard. Look at the cards from the other pile. You may cast a spell from among them without paying its mana cost, and you put the rest into your hand. Right? This is just funny. The Kamigawa Marches, they're okay. I see the appeal. I don't know if I really like them all that much, but I see the appeal. Anyway, I think this is good to go. We have 38 lands counting Lorien revealed. And then we're running all the cheap MDFCs. Sol Ring's kind of a land if you squint. I would say maybe... no, the signets are kind of nice just to like filter like a ton of red mana from Seething Song into blue. Maybe that's a reason to cut Izzet Signet, but honestly it's fine. Is Stock Up not better than most of these other card draw options? Which one is it better than? Fact or Fiction? Yeah, that's fair. I can believe that. Honestly, maybe just get Flow State in here too. Whoa. Maultown, thank you for the raid. We're looking at this fucking awful Izzet deck that just like kills people. What is this copy pasta? This is not Indestructible, Justin. Oh, it's some like Jujutsu Kaisen shit. I don't know nothing about that. I watch good anime. Face reveal. This is old news, guys. This is old news. Tolarian wins can set up Mystics Mastery. Yes, I agree. I don't think I like it that much. It's okay. I don't know. It feels like I kind of side grade everything else we have right now. Oh, I don't want to cut Melek. Please, chat. Give me anything to cut other than Melek. I really don't want to cut... I really don't want to cut Melek. Please, please, please. Okay, let's just get rid of his Signet. Okay, I'm done. We're done with the Izzet deck. This deck was really fun. Hi guys, if you like Maultown's videos, you might like my videos as well, and my stream and stuff. You should give me a follow, and you can earn a free deck review if you watch for long enough, because there's an option to trade 45,000 channel points for a free deck review when I'm feeling up for it. I turn that on, like, basically, it feels like every other stream it's on. Okay, great. Thank you so much for getting a deck review, Connor. We're halfway through our stream today, by the way, guys. So we have plenty of time to hang out and chill. You missed the bald hot or not talk where he talked about all the bald Magic the Gathering characters that we think could get it. It was right. Vadric inspired that discussion. Who watches Maldhound but doesn't also know Elk? I guess that's true, but I think it's like the answer is staggeringly high. I don't know. I'm here to harvest all the gay viewers. Do we have Ariel? I think this is Mantheon, if I remember correctly. Yep, Mantheon, or Salty said I'll watch the VOD, so. Okay, Mantheon's here, and etc. Okay, so let's do Mantheon's deck, and this is the one I'm most excited for because it names drops Iara. Here's Azusa. Okay, let's read the blurb that we got sent for this. It's likely I won't be on stream for this one, but you'll see. You're here. Hi. Do you know how you have your Iara deck for when you're drunk and just want to vibe? I want that, but in mono green. I want to have a Gatling gun. Lands into play, massive himbos, and win. The starting point for this was Khan's Strongest Bracket 2 video. Oh, okay, for Goreclaw. Okay. Okay. And then I found your personality matrix video when you're talking about Azusa. The personality matrix video is fucking awesome. Let me know if I have enough 1-mana ramp. I'm not sure whether to go for Eldrazi or Dinosaurs at the top end. The Mantheon special, bracket 3, no budget. I think Glacial Chasm is funny. So, we're doing some evil shit, which I appreciate. 42 lands feels about right. Green deck I sleep. Grow up. Green is so fun. I hate Crucible of Worlds. Although it's funny with the Emergence Zone and stuff. But I would always prefer a Green Sun Zenith with a green creature. Ramanov Excavator. Yeah, Maldhound viewers who are allergic to green, you may leave the stream now. I'm not interested in your input. Green is awesome, and everything makes me smile about it. So, we have Utopia Sprawl, Wild Growth, Exploration. Oh my god. You are a greedy piggy. Holy fuck. So, Sylvan Safekeeper makes me think that we're going to be, like, doing Splendid Wreck shit. And we do have Will of the Sultai. We should have Aftermath Analyst. If we're doing all that. With Lotus Cobra, yeah, especially. We need to cut this down from 115, by the way. So let's focus on that first, I think, chat. Okay, Reshape the Earth is hilarious. I think it is awful, though. Last March to the End is insane. Azuri's Predation's hilarious. Biorhythm, we don't have to. Crater of Behemoth, we don't have to. We're gonna kill people. I promise. Greater Good, Garrick's Uprising. Okay, good. I did not cut Galta. Oh, this Galta sucks. I want to keep other Galta, though. $0.06-7 guys. Famous World Seller, Vault Blair and Tyrant. Old Gnawbone, Glacier Godma. You don't need Crater Hoof, dog. Get out of here. Yeah, we're running the Leviathan that turbo murders everyone if I untap with it. Yeah, you're good. Don't worry. This is infinitely more funny than Crater Hoof. And by the way, I am cutting Crater Hoof not because it's bad, but because it's just not funny. And at the end of the day, funny is the goal. It feels like running Plague of Vermin in IRA, right? That's just like a level of brain dead that we don't want to achieve, but we want to be here. Like, here's level of brain dead that we're at with Plague of Vermin and Crater Behemoth. We want to be here. Is Crater of, like, ever funny? I think it's just, you know, too much of one thing kind of spoils it. God, this deck is fucking awesome, though. Literally, how do I cut anything when everything's just insane? Courser's like a little mid. Oracle's fine. Fucking Kodama. Do we have Kodama loops in here?
We don't. Kodama's just in here. Kodama is broken. Please do not let anyone tell you Kodama isn't broken. But I think, unless you're doing loops with him, I'm not kind of interested in running him. I think Ancient Greed Warden's a little win more. Kagala fights up to one target creature. Yeah, that's fine. Rampaging Balos, sure. Have Trample. They get haste when they enter. Sure. Yeah. Vigor. Vigor's just mid. Unless you're like specifically doing some like weird combo stuff. Kodama plus bounce line plus token generator. Yes, that's how you would build it. We don't have that, and I'm not really too keen on adding it. So that's that. We still need to cut 7 cards? Holy fuck. Reclaimer's insane. I don't think too many of our creatures are actually that high power. In terms of like actual mechanical power, not like power level. Dude, can I be honest? Yves Tumor, my friend put me on Yves Tumor, and I'm like low-key in love with it. Okay, Avengers Zendikar, it's not 2014 anymore. Titania, sure, that's funny. Altasaur fights stuff, that's fun. I typically prefer Nylea's intervention in that slot. Famished World Sire's a win more card. Not in a deck with fucking Lotus Cobra, it's not. I don't like Triumph here. Escape Shift is insane. Genesis Wave. It's fine, yeah. Anyway, Nylea's Intervention I prefer more than the other one we're running because mana is not is an object to us. We have infinite mana. We have green omniscience all the time. So just X, get any number of lands that you care about. It's pretty great. Especially if we're running Dark Depths, which we're not, which we should, I think, because we are on Greater Good. I think this is very fun to be running, especially in a drunk deck. And that's been stage. Yeah, if you're just a Greater Good deck, IMO, you should probably be running Merit Lage. Yeah, I'm going to add Nissa. I'm not cutting World Sire and adding the note. If I add more Lotus Cobras to this deck, we're keeping the World Sire. Like, adding more of these is actually a reason to keep this stuff in. Tireless Provisioner. Lumra is broken. That shit's evil. Okay, Concordant Crossroads is... we're not really comboing with it, so I'm just not even going to worry about it. Genesis Wave, it's funny, but... we need cuts. Tooth and Nail. Maybe one of the dorks, like Findhorn, Ewit. I'm going to click the playtest button. We're going to start feeling this out. Honestly, I just want to listen to more Yves Tumor. We're gonna listen to Heaven to a Tortured Mind here. Okay. I would keep this. Draw.
Fabled Passage, pass. Next turn. Yavimaya, Cradle of Growth, Lil. Next turn. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Azusa, single but looking. Land. Land. Next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's Ice Till Explorer. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Well, we'll crack this for a forest. You know what? We'll crack this for a forest. You know what? We'll crack this for a forest. I'll do the milling after. It doesn't really matter to me. Like, we mill a billion cards here. Hooray. One, two, three, four, five. Ashaya. Number of lands you control, which is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11. We're going to do a little thing called Forest from Graveyard. Mill a card. That's land drop 1. Forest from Graveyard. It's land drop 2. Wooded Foothills. That's land drop 3. And then land drop 4 will be Forest. That'll mill a card. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last march of the Ents. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 more lands. So we'll draw 15 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And we'll go ahead and put Nissa into play, and Sylvan Safekeeper into play, and Vaultborn Tyrant into play, and Silverback Elder into play, and Surrak and Goreclaw into play, which gives them all haste. Elvish Reclaimer into play. Aftermath Analyst into play. I think we're infinite here. Because now we have a loop of sack everything to Sylvan Safekeeper. We'll have Sylvan Safekeeper just target himself with all the triggers holding priority. Keep in mind, these are all forest and all have haste. We should draw a billion cards off Vaultborn Tyrant. 1, 2, 3. Just 3. Okay. And then anyway, we sack all these lands. We then tap 1, 2, 3, 4. Sack Aftermath Analyst. Bring these all back. We have triggers from Nissa to make a billion mana. So that's 12 mana. We're now going to sack all our lands again. Oh, we mill 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we're going to sack all of our lands. And then we're going to cast... We're going to channel Boseiju. And then we're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll the Sultai. We'll mill 3. And then we'll bring back all lands from our graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, there we go. So that's 9 more landfalls. So this is 21 cards, 21 more mana. One, two, three, four. Scape Shift. Sack all these. So we'll mill 16 cards. 1, oop, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. And one of these should be a little known card called Shifting Woodland. Where's our Shifting Woodland? Is it in our graveyard right now? Yeah, Shifting Woodland's in our graveyard. Okay, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Well, we add a billion more mana. 16 more mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. At this point, you can just X as a billion Finale of Devastation, right? After like casting like a Llanowar Elves. Bring back something that gives everything trample, or everything already has trample. So just bring back the biggest idiot. Don't bring back Regal Force, you will die. Bring back Apex Altasaur to get rid of some blockers. And then everything has +40/+40, you win. Forgot the 9 mills from an analyst returning lands. I think I got all the mills, and even if we did miss all the mills, we would just have an empty library, and it wouldn't really necessarily be a problem. We just tutor nothing with the Finale of Devastation, so we don't draw a card off of our thing. Like, unless someone can force us to draw a card right now, we don't lose. So, it's no big deal. Exidian. Thank you for getting a deck review for next week, by the way. Anyway, that looked very good. Nothing really felt dead there. It all kind of just felt kind of great. It schmooved. It schmooved for sure. So like maybe a Spelunking is worthwhile, but it kind of competes for the same mana value as Azusa, which has me weirded out. So in that kind of mindset, we could run just like actual Amulet, but I don't know. I don't know if you need it. It's just kind of already exploding everything. This is unkeepable. Because like I don't know, I'm not really identifying any cards that I feel that are like dead. Azusa single but looking. Okay, we just win. So we still have 2 land drops left. Okay, here's land drop number 1. Oh, we still need something to play. This isn't the same as like a other thing, but like we can start. Oh, it's Wasteland too. So we played 1 land already. So that was this one. Then we did land for turn, and so we have 2 more. This is one of the 2 more. Okay, pass. Next turn. Scape Shift on top. Intriguing. Because you can go 1, 2, 3 Nissa. 1, 2, 3 Tireless Tracker. We could do like an abundance thing. Or maybe like Traverse. I always do love a good Traverse the Uvenwald. And then Levant Rumble as like a mill option. I can see the appeal of Augur of Autumn, but I think it might just be a little bit too much. If we have 3 different powers, chances are one of those powers is like 40 and we kill someone. I think we have enough anti-counter magic, especially since we can just crop rot for oh, we cut Old Boseiju. I'd probably add Old Boseiju back, probably just over so we're another forest. Yeah, sure. Boseiju, who shelters all. So you can just get that uncounter ability from your mana base. we mana positive on Nykthos yet? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Eight mana. So let's do Surrak and Goreclaw then. Okay, there's a Duri's Predation, which is insane. 4 green mana. Wait, so we should cast this first. 1, 2, 3. Garruk's Uprising. 1, 2, and we draw a card from that. And then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 green mana floating. 6, 7. Ah, it's a tap land. It's so sad. We're so close to casting Azuri's Predation here. Heartbreaking. Old Gnawbone, I think, is not really conducive to what our deck is doing. What's a big, scary fucking green that just, like, explodes everyone? Could do something like Formidable Speaker. Formidable Speaker is really fun to untap Nykthos. I think this is an interesting concept. Forest. Next turn. Thespian Stage. Malevolent Rumble. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get any permanent card we want. Let's take Exploration. Or let's take... Yeah, no, Exploration. We get an Eldrazi spawn. Next turn. Additional land drop this turn. Oop, nope. 1, 2. Mander. Land 1. Land 2. Land 3. Sack Emergent Zone and Forest. Okay, next turn. Dink. Dink. No, we won't do that. Fabled Passage. Crack it. Forest. That is land 1. We will now tap for 3. Formidable Speaker. Discard Cultivator Colossus. I guess... No, Exploration's insane right now, because we're going to get Ramunap Excavator. Here's Ramunap Excavator. Here's land drop 2 and land drop 3. Crack this. View library. Forest. 1, 2. Or 1. Exploration. Emergent Zone. 1, 2. Aftermath Analyst. All right, our land drops are now done. Next turn. So now, oh, we could have made extra mana that turn. Now we win the game. If I believe I'm correct, which I am. Because here we get to go 1, 2, 3. Finale of Devastation. Sylvan Safekeeper. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Might as well throw one more mana at that. Nissa. Fabled Passage. Float a green mana from Nissa. Crack it. Forest. Make a mana, and then we flip until we hit an elemental or Or elf. There's an elf. Pretty good elf, actually. And then we're going to do that 2, 2. I thought we had, yeah, 3, 4 more times. Why am I making token copies of forest? So dink, dink. Now this is in play. So anyway, billion mana. And now we go infinite because we're going to sacrifice. Oh, wait, no, we need to get Shifting Woodland. Foolish, foolish me. I mean, at this point, you kind of just farm anyway, because just pass. And, like, they can't target anything because you have a fucking Sylvan Safekeeper in play. 1, 2. Bestow this upon your Aftermath Analyst. Okay, great. So, Yavimaya Hollow off the top. We will now tap green 1, make a copy of Aftermath Analyst for that landfall trigger. I'm now going to sacrifice all my lands after floating mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 floating mana. And then now we're going to sacrifice this Aftermath Analyst. 1, 2, 3, 4. And bring back all of our lands. And we should have milled 3, by the way. Lol. So anyway, here's all of our lands back. We get a Nissa trigger up for a bunch of them. So we're going up to 20 mana, and then we're going to reveal until we get an elemental or elf. That is an elemental or elf. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2. So we make a new token copy of Aftermath Analyst, mill 3. And then we're going to Regal Forest, draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards. More, because we have a bunch of insect tokens. Wait. I mean, at this point, if you lose the game, you just suck. Yeah, I think legitimately there's nothing I can do to this deck to make it not as good as it is already. There's maybe a shout out to Allosaurus Shepherd. If you are playing in blue hell, Allosaurus Shepherd has your back. If you're not playing in blue hell, I wouldn't worry about it. So I think this is good to go. I'm going to hand this back to you. I think this deck was just like already nuts. And this is also already nuts. I think we're definitely above bracket 3 at the moment. And I think if we wanted to tone it down, we could make a few changes. And it would instantly cure everything. You would need to cut all the silly boys. So it'd be sideboard this, and then sideboard Tireless Provisioner. And now your combo potential has been ruined. You could also cut like Aftermath Analyst and Will of the Sultai. And just keep these in. Because if you take out all the bring back the land cards, we can stop comboing. I'd probably cut Scape Shift. If we wanted to like lower the power level. And then we just put in fucking big idiots. We would probably cut Sylvan Safekeeper as well. And then we're just going to put monsters in. What should our top end be? Jumbo Cactuar. That's funny. You could do like a Woodfall Primus situation. Run the Tarrasque. Fuck it. Regal Behemoth. A Meogen, perhaps? Oh, yo, let's read the Meogen. Put any more creature cards from your hand onto the battlefield. That's kind of funny, but Galt is better. These suck. Yeah, we can add Terrastodon. We can put Galta back in. Verdant Sun's Avatar. I think Dinosaur Top End's fun and cute. So now if we play test this, we should feel kind of unable to win as fast as we were. The Seiju. Green, Delighted Halfling, Wild Growth. One, two, three, one for legendaries. Azusa. Emergent Zone. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Uncounterable Rishkar's Expertise. Draw 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we take a free cast a spell. Let's do Tireless Provisioner. Land drop 1, land drop 2, land drop 3. Treasure. Crack fetch land. Treasure. One, two. Frenzied Baloth. Are we running Bristly Bill? No. Should we? Maybe. Here, take 13. The Tarrasque. Fight your thing. Or it gets haste in Ward 10, rather. Yeah, and here you're beating people to death. Like, here we would have been comboing. Now we're just killing people with creature. Which feels a lot better. Yeah, Bristly Bill should probably go in. That shit is fucking evil. Although Scythe Cat Cub would need to go into. I don't know. That seems like a lot of money for no reason. Not for no reason, but it is like plus $100. I mean, it's just worth it. Let's add Scythe the Cat Cub. Oh, I love Oracle will die. There's no way I can cut it. I would put them in, honestly. Sad truth of the fact of the matter. Probably Galta out, and then The card advantage is nice, but... Okay, so crop rotation is a ritual. We're going to crop rot for Nykthos. Shrine to Nyx. Get 2 green mana. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or 1, 2, 3, 3. Finale of Devastation. Get Ramunap Excavator. Forest, Windswept Heath. That is land 1 and 2. That triggers Nissa twice. Also triggers Tireless Provisioner twice. We're going to go ahead and reveal until we get an elf or an elemental. There's an elf. We're now going to crack this. Get Forest. Green, green. And then we'll play this. Green, green. This is our final land drop for turn. Green, green. Okay, we're now going to tap, or we're not going to tap anything. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Silverback Elder, green, Elvish Mystic, trigger, top 5 cards, put a land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This into play tapped. Oh, look at that. It makes 2 mana for us when it enters. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's Azuri's per date all over the place. So, explode everyone. And this is a turn 4 board. And notice how we get like kind of answered by a board clear, but if not, we can start the beat down and slowly but surely we're building up value. And yeah, this feels good. This is a good bracket 3, I would say, here. Here, this is bracket 4. Right? So now you have 2 for 1. Enjoy. I think we cooked there. It's not hard, by the way. It's not hard to cook there. But yeah, no, this deck looks fun as fuck. Definitely pilotable while drunk. Although there's a lot of shuffling involved. Be warned. But I guess there's a lot of shuffling involved with my favorite drunk deck, which is Iara. Just mono black life drain. Lots of shuffling here too. If you are a raider from Maldown and you're still here and you haven't pressed follow, I do not know what's up with you. What's your malfunction if you haven't followed already? Just saying, you've stuck around for this long. Oh my god, we're looking at a war crime, chat. I will try to be present. Do we have Ariel here? I am here. Okay, great. We'll do your deck now. Yeah, when it's 60 Tamiyo in the command zone, I know some fucking stupid shit's gonna happen. This is a new deck that I played a few times. The general game plan is to be an evil Simic player and draw a trillion cards using Thassa's Oracle as the win con predominantly because I happen to have a really pretty art for it, even though Lab Maniac would make the win less convoluted for sure. The realization of what a good game is something like flipping Tamiyo, getting her ult off, drawing half the deck, and then ideally hitting Omniscience to be able to play through the deck at low cost. Okay, great. So I want the deck to be the earnest draw through the deck and win rather than effort combo win. Definitely want to keep any Evan Fong art cards. Wait, hang on. Sorry. I need to grab something. You've reminded me. Where are you? I need to find Lutri. Here it is. Bam. Bam. Okay. This is my Lutri modern deck. Which honestly isn't probably long for this world, but it's still really fun and cool. La 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 la. Boom. Tamiyo. Signed by Evan Fong. And then it flips Also signed by Evan Fong on the back. Her signature's so cute. She does a little bunny. Anyway, that's one of the many signed Grixis cards in this deck. Got a Pete Venters Psychic Frog. There's a Thoughtseize in here that's signed. I don't know. It's just it's a very big Grixis pile. This deck. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So I got mine signed at Tacoma. Hey guys, Command Fest Tacoma, get your tickets. Magic Mirror Podcast sent you. Anyway, get your tickets for Command Fest Tacoma. I'm going. Also, when I was there, that's where I got my Tamiyo signed by Evan Fong, because she was there and her line was 2 people. Compare that to MagicCon where the line's like 50 people long. Just saying. If you're a big Evan Fong fan, I think she's gonna be there. Yeah, no, literally all the lines, like even like Chris Ron, was like 3 people long. Command Fest is probably gonna be more busy than before. But these smaller sort of side conventions are like the best place to get cards signed, because there'll be like 5 to 10 artists there that are pretty big name, and you'll probably own cards from them. Anyway, let's talk about this horrible evil deck. I love Omni Show. What bracket are we shooting for here? I think solid bracket 3 is what's said. So this is at the end of the day a combo deck. This Tamiyo is really bad. Peace and love to Tamiyo enjoyers out there. But I don't think we should be that interested in Tamiyo. Ichor Gauntlet. I get the idea. The concept is there. I understand why this is in the deck. It's bracket 3 enough. Yeah, I think you can keep it. Thought Vessel's kind of worthless in my opinion. The ult that we're trying to get off is literally like already 5 billion. Already gives you no max hand size. It's a fine card, Emeritus of Ideation. Wow, we're running Displacerkin. That's fucking evil. Spellseeker. Trying to win his Thassa's Oracle. Spore Frog. We should... do enjoy the Blessed Respite. We don't have... so this is where I think we're mistaken. We have Brainstorm, right? We have Brain Surge. Omniscience is a permanent card. And Shifting Woodland lets you copy permanent cards for 4 mana. So hear me out. Instead of ramping, we can ramp. We're going to do some amount of ramp. The Brain Drop Brothers. Wait, you're right. So we're going to go ahead and now add more things that are evil. That being Malevolent Rumble. This helps you set up Delirium very nicely. Speaking of Delirium, we're going to do a Portent of Calamity. If you X's for this thing and you have 4 different card types on top of your library, and one of those is Omniscience because you use Brainstorm, you get to put it into play. Aminatus Augury. This is some big shit that just fucking choose one of each permanent type, cast them. And then we'll probably go something like take out Propaganda, by the way. Propaganda doesn't protect Planeswalkers. Inexorable Tide also feels a little slow. Doubling Season, so Tamiyo flips and gets 4 counters instead of 2. Profits make sense. Wizard Class, I'm a little bit iffy on. Wild Growth, that it makes some amount of sense. Are we allowing self-target Traumatize? We could do that. That's actually not that bad. Yeah. It does open us up to Graveyard Hate, but I think we just have like other methods. So if we're going to run Traumatize, I do want to run Crop Rotation and Echoing Deeps. And maybe even like something like a Dryad's Revival. Although honestly, this is probably enough. We could do the, we already have Balagad Recovery. Okay, we're good.
Oh, Tammy also just lets you rebuy. If you mill over like you can -3 and get back a Bala Ged recovery and you get 1 mana back. Okay. So let's do Planar Genesis and Growth Spiral. These will be our ramp cards of choice. Growth Spiral is already in. Beautiful. Cultivate feels a little weird. Kodama's Reach feels a little weird. Like, at the end of the day, I don't think of this as like a mana acceleration style strategy. I think of it more as like a combo kind of strategy where we're trying to just like get Omniscience into play and just go, bleh. And I don't think ramping can help, but ramping isn't conducive to that game plan, especially because we have all this like cheating free cast because of Delirium spells and ways to get them. Like you can spell seek for Portent of Calamity, right? So Tormod script. Oh my gosh. I would honestly just stick with like a Scavenger Ground. Because Scavenger Grounds allows you to crop rotations now Grave Hate as well. And you already have Blessed Respite as well. So now we kind of have this like stacking Graveyard Hate where we have a bunch already. We can also do Teleria West over Reliquary Tower. And I think we're fine with 39 lands because we do have Brainstorm, Chart a Course, Opt. Like we have all these spells that cantrip, so like we can get away with 1 less land because we can just have that consistency early. Probably Flow State. The other Tameo benefit more from the doubling season PBR. Yeah, it's just like a weak kind of 2-card combo. Ichor Gauntlet. We probably want like a Frantic Search, right? It's probably already in, and I just don't see it because of all the weird printings. Yep. Soothsaying is a mana outlet. That sucks, right? I mean, not to say that you suck or anything, but like, Soothsaying's just not a good card. I can't spell. Yeah, no. No, you're good. Beast Within. Is this Weather the Storm? What the fuck is happening here? You're insane. I like all the fogs. I don't like the random life gain card. Peace and Love. Oko. Thief of Crowns. And Narset Parter of Legs. We have too many game changers now, sad. Yeah, we can't run Narset. Even though we're not trying to do wheel things with her. I'm just trying to get a couple good Planeswalkers in here that are just like static, cheap to deploy, go into your graveyard kind of easily. Because, man, oh man, is that a very nice thing to have access to. We could do like Jace. I think just another Brainstorm effect is like kind of solid. And you can make him into a cute fox. And then this Oko, we can Twonkify. So now we have a couple Planeswalkers in the Amanatu's Augury type zone. Is Baby Jason? I don't think Baby Jason is in. Scroll Rack. Muddle the Mixture. I think I want a couple like big impact sorceries. So we have a bunch of top deck manipulations. So for me, what that just screams is Temporal Mastery. All right. Take an extra turn after this one. Exile Temporal Mastery. A little hesitant to make it too many Planeswalkers, but you pegged me with the frog spinning. Well, the 2 that I added, Brainstorm, works insane with Tameo. Oko, hey, look at that. You get to remove things. They're both just okay cards. Like, even if these get killed instantly, you're like not the most sad to have played them as a sorcery, which is why I'm like kind of interested in them. I think we can cap this all off with like a maybe like Kydal. Kydal could be fun, right? Because we have all these Brainstorm effects that draw multiple cards. Hey, look, this now taps for 1 billion. That's interesting to me. Or at least it's worth a try. There's only foils of Kydel, and she got reprinted. Are you fucking kidding me? Wizards of the Coast! For the love of God. I don't think I'm really into rewind. I think we're very blue. Let's run Commandeer. And we're also just like full of advantage, so Commandeer becomes even better. Maybe cut a land like Alchemist Refuge. And Ash Barrens is a really cool printing, though. I don't want to cut that one. That art's sexy as fuck. Maybe just a I don't think we need flash in any regard. And then now we can run Emergence. That's kind of cool, but we get Salundi Vision, which is a blue MDFC, and then also we run Lorien Revealed, which is another blue MDFC. This makes Commandeer better because we have more blue cards now that are still lands. Oh, we already have Lorien Revealed. I'm stupid. Okay, welcome back, Emergence Zone. All right, let's play test. This is too slow. I didn't realize we still had 3 visits in, by the way. I don't really like that card here. Although if we have a Surveil land, maybe you can just keep it 3 visits as a Surveil 1 kind of card. Because we are Delirium Focus. Okay, you can keep it as a treat because it Surveils 1. That's the rules. Drop. Dink. Sensei's top. Next turn. Island. Blue. Tamiyo. I guess it's right to go Tamiyo turn 1, and then you get a clue this turn, and then you get to cast Sensei's top. Next turn. Yeah, tap Mystic Sanctuary. We could flip Tamiyo here if we really desired to. Tap, top, draw, top on top. Crack clue. Oh, we get another clue after we attack, so you should attack with Tamiyo. Get top back into hand. Oh, look at that. We get to +2 Tamiyo, and basically all of your creatures can't hit her, so who cares? Discard Scavenger Grounds. I guess we could have stacked our library there. We have instant Omniscience land. Okay, that's insane. All right, we won't only send these 2, but still. So -3 Tamiyo. Why -3 Tamiyo? Because we get to return an instant or sorcery card. And if it's green, hey, look, we make a mana. And then now we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. X is 5 Port of Calamity. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, did we whiff? That's so sad. We have instant enchantment land. Bummer. So anyway, we'll put Omniscience into our hand. Oh, wait, no, we're fine. We're not fine. We played Tolaria West. Bummer. Okay, hang on. We might need to restack the deck so it's less instants and more sorcerers. Yeah, 30 instants is a lot. Ripples is kind of cool. I think Beast Within maybe goes. Displace goes. Because we only have so many creatures now. Ghostly Flicker goes. We only have so many creatures. I prefer it as a combo card anyway. Aetherize is cute. Heroic Intervention, we're a combo deck. We don't really need that. Tamiyo Safekeeping. Okay, it's a Tamiyo card, so we keep it. Are we on 4 Game Changers? 1, 2. Oh, Cyclonic Rift. Just cut Cyclonic Rift. You don't need Rift in this deck, honest to God. All right, and then now we can go up sorceries. So what sorceries do I want to run in this kind of deck? Probably Treasure Cruise. Stock Up.
Dig through time? No, we're looking for more sorceries. I'm sorry. I want to maximize the number of sorceries we're putting in right now. I don't agree with dig through time. I'm sorry. This is legitimately, we're adding these because they're sorceries. See the truth. Turns out there's a lot of sorceries that draw. Eureka is good for Omnitel. You could do like Show and Tell. It might be too much. Stock Up's already in. That was like one of the first cards I put in. We could also put in more creatures. Oh, maybe just do Regrowth. I know the blue-green one is technically better as like a card, but like Regrowth is a sorcery, which makes it better by accident. And then we have room for one more card. I guess we have a Regrowth in the command zone too. Maybe Spore. Oh, Spore Frog is already in. Love you, Sprog. Maybe Luxior. Luxior makes Planeswalkers really annoying. You could do Recall. I could do Recall. That is very true. Yeah. Ugh, just a lot of mana. What if we ran Shigeki? Right. It's like Recall, but good. This is actually really tempting to keep. I think I will keep this. 2 or more opponents. Draw a card. Tamiyo. Next turn. Forest. Attack with Tamiyo. Add token clue. Sensei's top. Top card of library. Ooh, so I want to draw this right now. Oh wait, we draw it on our next turn, and so we tap top now. We stacked this wrong. We need Otawara this turn. Okay, play Otawara. 1, 2, 3. Attack with Tamiyo. Clue. Okay. On your end step, we Brain Surge. This flips Tamiyo. We're gonna draw 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're gonna put 2 back on top. Mystic Sanctuary, Sodden, whatever the fuck. Oh, whoops. Aha, caught myself. We're doing this for a reason, chat. Next turn. Oh my god, it's a miracle! I want this instead. Okay, so think. Land for turn. +2 Tamiyo. Here's top. Next turn. Mystic Sanctuary, tapped. +2 Tamiyo. Opt. Scry 1. Draw a card. And now we pass. We haze your turn. Blue 1. Ripples of Potential. Phase this out. Next turn. Dink 1, 2, 3, 4. Kaidel. I guess we can 3 visits first. Look at the top 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Okay, -7. We will put 40 cards into our hand, or is it rounded up? Yep, so we're gonna get 41 cards. Huzzah. At this point, how do you lose? We do control a forest. So how do we draw as many cards as possible for as cheap as possible? It would probably be related to... Because we want to cast Aminato Zagare. There's Omniscience. That doesn't draw cards. That draws cards technically. Frantic Search. Oh, we have Shifting Woodland. We're fine. 1, 2, 3. Draw 2 cards. Then discard 2 cards. If we do Creature Omniscience. Which one of these sparkly weird cards is Omniscience? Oh, I put it on the right already. I'm an idiot. Anyway, 4 types in our graveyard. Oh my gosh. And now we need Shifting Woodland. That's Sylvan Library. Move all to exile. Make this easier to search. Here's our land for turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. We now have Omniscience. So now we can cast a bunch of spells for free. And then tap Kaidel and then make a bunch of mana or whatever for whatever we want. So Seagate Restoration kills us, right? So we need to get a lot of cards out of our hand first. So Oko, Ichor-Moon Gauntlet, Primal Command, gain 7 life, put something on top. Snap. Pongify. Aetherize. Force of Negation or Aetherize. Okay, we now have 35 cards in our exile, so now we're going to cast Seagate Restoration and draw all but 3 cards in our library. And then you're able to just cantrip and win with Thassa's Oracle. Hooray! Your stuff on YouTube is great. Never made the connection to check out Twitch. Hang on, I'm sorry. I promise this is not me being an angry rager at you. I do not mean to make I do not mean to make you feel like an idiot. This is just really funny. Watch me on live on Twitch and YouTube. It's at the beginning of every single video. It's within 5 seconds. This is on every video. Except for this one. Get a deck review. Anyway, I legitimately think this Tamiyo deck is like good to go. Like, I think this is just set. We watched the Omniscience Shifting Woodland plan go into play in action. We cut most of the weird proliferate spells that I wasn't a big fan of. I think we're here. I think we're good. Nine plus Discord notifications. Did someone die? No, nothing ever matters. Okay, great. All right. I will watch the VOD. Do we have Salty here? Salty is here. Oh, wow. Because it says you won't be here and you'll instead catch the VOD. But alas, you are here. I'd prefer not to spend $30 on a single card and no creatures other than wizards. But you DM'd me and said it's actually okay to put it on wizards if it really fits the theme. Okay, great. Little evil Kuja Storm kind of deck, I imagine. Can I literally just give you my favorite Storm cards? Or are you not looking to be Storm? I think you are looking to be Storm because I see Grape Shot. So no more than $30 on a single card. So we're not going to have Jessica's Will or anything. I'm just going to cut all the wizards I think are bad. This is honestly okay. You need Dragon Rage's Channeler. It's a Shaman, but... Darcy's just so broken. Same, we don't want too many creatures though, so. This is too slow. Because you have to wait until it attacks. Too slow. There's just too many words on that card. A little too slow. That's a draft card. Draft card. Arcanist can be okay, but I think you just want him with pump spells typically. Okay, I'm digging the rest of this. Everything else that's happening right now is very nice. Kindred Dominance, I don't think so. We're not going to make it to that point. We're killing everyone with pings. We don't care about the board. As a deranged Kuja player, I know exactly what you need. And it's a lot of cards like Birgi. 31. Are we okay with spending 30 on Birgi? Because this is like the top of your curve. Honest to God, Birgi's broken. Hit it. Understood. Birgi in. We're also going to do Lively Dirge, because Lively Dirge is a 5-mana Stormkiln artist. Lively Dirge is 5-mana Stormkiln artist. Don't sleep on Lively Dirge. Counter target interrupt spell if it's blue. Okay, we're not going to be doing all that. We already have Reb. We're fine. And honestly, this should be Pyroblast, because Pyroblast you can cast on anything. And even if the thing isn't blue, you can still target it and get a spell that triggers. We have Lindblum. Dire Sight's a little funky. Dark Ritual's good. So we're going to do O-Tag, Ritual, Sort, MV. Yeah, Electro we could add too. But if that's only if we're okay with this Universes Beyond. I will not add this if you say no. But also this is insane. Yeah, I agree. So I'm going to add it for now, and if Salty says no, then we won't add it. I don't like these stupid little cantrips, honestly. I can take the Thunderman. Understood. Bolt Wave's a little... It's okay, but all of our spells are already Bolt Wave. Hopefully we already have creatures in play that do that. Sacrifice a creature or an enchantment? No. I don't think we have any one instant or sorcery that we particularly care about. Okay. We've made enough room now. I'm going to add my favorite Storm cards. Get ready. Here we go. Virtue of Courage. Everyone knows what's up here. All the regulars. It is a shock for 2 mana, but 5 mana. Oh, look at that. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, you may exile that many cards from your top of the library. If you do, you may play those cards this turn. All of your rituals, Gutter Snipe trigger. You draw 6 cards, hit another ritual, draw another 6 cards, hit another ritual, blah, 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 until you hit Jeskai, Will the Jeskai. Lets you replay all those rituals in your graveyard. Past in Flames lets you replay all the rituals in your graveyard. Already in. Beautiful. O-Tag Ritual. Sort MV. And we're going to just add only the cheap rituals. Burnt Offering's not bad. Battle Hymn's pretty great. Desperate Ritual, of course. Pyretic Ritual, of course. Blazing Fire Singer is good if you have Ruby Medallion, but we don't. Mizzix's Mastery Angler, no. I don't like Mizzix's Mastery in this deck as much as I like the Give Everything Flashback. And the reason is that Mizzix's Mastery is like kind of all or nothing. And I typically just like it more with big spells, in all honesty. Last Agni Kai is okay, but you need kind of a big fuck to get that to work. We could do some like Culling the Weak kind of action. Probably is fine. But we need big score, Mana Geyser, and I'll explain the big score in a second because normally I'm not a big fan of this card, but. So the reason why we're adding these cards is they let you filter a ton of red mana into red or black mana, right? If you have like 15 red floating but 0 black, this turns into 2 black mana, which is really important. What the fuck is playing right now? Jackie by Yves Tumor. This is the first one I realized where we're not in my liked playlist anymore. Okay, I like the Incan. We have one more slot. What can we replace Midnight Charm with? The fuck is Midnight Charm? Wow, why are we running this? I'm confused. I also don't really like Unearth all that much. One mana. I mean, I guess, but it's just... you probably want to run Impulse Draw. Impulse Draw. We need a lot of Impulse Draw. We're in red. Rend, Resolve, cuts Bolt but not Shock. Do we have Shock in the deck? Oh my god. Sorry, I didn't realize. Rend's Resolve, the other 2 mana one, Reckless, Impulse, Opera, Love Song. Oops. What's the name of the 5 mana one? Inspired Tinkering. Which is secretly less mana because it makes treasures. Does Party Thrasher work in here? Yeah, I would say so. Let's run Party Thrasher. I believe in it. What now? We have 2 more slots available. What about Inspired Tinkering? The card I just added? Yeah, we should add that. And that is pretty good. Ignite Memories, that is funny. Fucking Apex of Power, that sucks. That is funny as fuck, though. I mean, we could just run Ruby Medallion. Primal Amulet. Return the Favor. It's okay. I didn't get some Medallion. Yeah, we can do Ruby Medallion. Or we can do a Familiar. There's Nightscape Familiar. This is technically a little better It is different mana. It's one in a black, but most of our deck is red, and this kind of comes down early, and it can curve into the commander. I think I like Nightscape's mainly more. Vivi's Persistence. It's definitely good. We just can't spend more than $30 on a card, and that card's expensive as fuck. So, and it's not even required, really. It's good. It's just, you know, I'm not really missing not having that one card. Okay, this hand's insane. Swamp. Next turn. Blazemire Verge. 1/2. Arcane Signet. Next turn. 1/2. Ren's Resolve. 1/2. Land drop. 1/2. Might as well Grape Shot. Clear a couple creatures. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4. Play Kuja. Being of your end step, create a tapped wizard. Next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. Circle of Power. Draw 2 cards. Lose 2 life. Dink. And then end step, dink. Then if you control 4 more wizards, we do. This flips over. Dink. Deals 6 damage to everyone. Kuja probably explodes, let's be real. We'll get Virtue of Courage. Okay, here we go. 1 red. Pyretic Ritual. Add 3 red mana. Shoot everyone for 3. 1, 2. Battle him. Add 3 red mana. Shoot everyone for 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Virtue of Courage. Enters whenever a sorcery you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent. We get to do stuff. Dink, dink. Destroy a creature. Deal 1 billion damage to each opponent. So we'll draw, since this is 3 damage, we get 9 exiles off of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Land drop for turn. These all stay in exile. And then this turn, you just win. Look at that. Turn 7 win. Very wholesome. 1, 2, 3, 4. Will of the Jeskai. We're going to choose each instant sorcery card in our graveyard gains flashback until end of turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, great. These all have flashback over here. And these are all in exile, so we can cast them. We're going to cast Vampiric Tutor. Another 9 cards exiled. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You just win. You literally just win. There's nothing else to be said. You win. Start. I would keep this one. Drop. Surveil 1. Top. Okay, Swamp. Next turn. Here's Mountain. Here's Gleeful Arsonist. This is the world where Pyroblast is better, by the way, than any other of the red counters, is because this can just target anything. Dink. Get Blood Crypt. And what I like about this build, by the way, is you don't need Kuja to stay in play to be good. Like, Kuja's just here to, like, accidentally make a ping or 2 and then die. Here, I would not play Virtue of Courage. I don't want to play Virtue of Courage until I know it's going to win me the game. Does it win me the game here? Because I'll go dink, dink, then dink, dink. It exile 1 billion cards. It's not bad right now. I would say that. You could probably go dink, dink. Sack a non-land permanent. This comes back with a counter. Each opponent sacks a thing, and then we draw a card. Okay, sure. That's a land drop for next turn, I guess. End step, we make another wizard. We have 4 more wizards. Kuja flips, but Kuja probably fucking dies. And then next turn, Mountain. We now tap 1, 2, Desperate Ritual. 1, 2, Virtue of Courage. Gut Shot. Exile the top. It'd be 1, 2, 6, 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we go black, Dark Ritual. We hit another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we have 3 bloating black now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pirates Pillage, another 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we get to discard a card. Sorry, draw 2. Add token, treasure. Black Vamp Tutor. Get. Oh wait, no, we don't do this yet. Exile top 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we go. Not Calling the Weak. Burnt Offering is now on top of our library. Black. Calling the Weak. Sacking Gleeful Arsonist for good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Another 4 black mana for us. 1, 2. Nightscape Familiar, my goat. Black. Nah. 1, 2. Arcane Signet. That's a non-creature spell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rite of Flame. That's a non-creature spell. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Battle Hymn. I guess we need to wait on Battle Hymn for a second. Yeah, because we can go Darcy. Actually, we need to go Party Thrasher. Cast from Exile, have Convoke. Battle Hymn from Exile. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we exile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then here you can go 1, 2, 3 for Bergie, who we exiled earlier. Oh, actually only 1, 2. And then you do 1, 2 for Seething Song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we get 6 red mana. And then we go red Flame Rift. It would be 12, 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. And then we're infinite at this point, right? We win. Yeah, we exploit everyone. So anyway, Virtue of Courage. Hooray. Love that card. Super funny. Honestly, I could see the argument. I don't know why my YouTube music just blew up. That's cool. Oh. Weird. I'll try restarting the app. So I think 5 mana is 2 win more. Do we think we can cut the Wizards and just rely on Kuja to be a pinger in the command zone? Is that something we can do? It's a thought. I mean, these just intensify what we're doing anyway, so I don't know if it's necessarily even that bad to just keep them. Because, like, I mean, we won turn 6 that game. Like, it's looking pretty good. We can cut it down to single digit. It's already a single digit. Or you mean like single digit a number of creatures? I'd probably get rid of Flamestoker. Krark. Krark's funny, but Gleeful Arsonist. We don't want to cut too many things because we do need some amount of fodder to sack to some of these rituals, but honestly, I think the rest of these stay. All of the rest of these are good. So we have 3 more slots we can play with now. Our mana value caps at 5, so we can do Dance with Calamity. And this one's kind of funny. Since we know the mana value of the deck, the rest of the deck is 5, that's the highest expensive thing. You're able to manipulate the blackjack to where you just like can guarantee cast all the spells all the time. Fuck it, Vivi's Persistence. All right, let's go. Here's Vivi's Persistence. Just for you. I'll make an exception. 10-4. Understood. Yeah, we might rock Rhythmic Medallion now. All right, great. This is going to just be insane now. Not keepable, IMO. Not keepable. 0 lands. Keepable. We toss Circle of Power. Draw. Mountain. Darcy. Bounce land. High Virtue of Courage. Gutter Snipe. Kuja, make a wizard. Kuja explodes. We're going to big score. Discarding a braid. We're going to make 2 treasure tokens. We're going to surveil 1. We're going to put that on top. We will now draw 2 cards. We'll now play Blazemire Verge. We'll cast Reanimate on Kuja. We'll get another wizard token. Kuja gets blown up. Next turn. Raucous Theater. Maybe not yet. 1/2. Ruby Medallion. Surveil 1. Flame Rift on top. Yeah, next turn we fucking pop off, so I don't think we do anything right here. Wait, do we pop off right now, though? Hang on. Poetic Ritual. 3 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, wait. Oh my god. Wait, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4. Virtue of Courage. Red. Pyretic Ritual. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. So that's 6, 7. It's 12 cards. We surveil 1. We keep Flame Rift on top of that. 1, 2, 3. Holy fuck, we win. Oh my god. Yeah, there's nothing that can stop you here. Another 12 cards, please. Another 12 cards, please. Black, Dark Ritual. Another 1 billion cards, please. It's 1, 2, 3, 9. It'd be 15 now. Like, you just win. You just win, right? I don't have to play through the rest of this turn. We just win. Right, we're good. You see the vision? Here's Electro. Here's Battle Hymn. Add 1 billion more red mana. 1, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we surveil 1. Dance with Calamity on top. And then we exile 1 billion cards. That isn't even how many we would have exiled, but it's there. 1, 2. Birgi, God of Storytelling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dance with Calamity. Get 2 mana back. Because it would have been 7 mana, and then we get 2 back. And then shuffle your library. Okay, we'll keep going. Okay, we'll keep going. Okay, we'll keep going. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if we hit a 5-drop or greater, we brick. So now all of these spells have flashback, including the ones we cast here. And then, yeah, we win. I'm just gonna give you your deck, dude. You're set. Take it. Take it away from me. Storm decks are a ton of fun. It is a lot of sitting around. You sit there and you wait and you wait and you set up and you set up and you set up, and then you have 1 30-minute turn that wins. Anyway, keep in mind, guys, we have 5 slots for next week if you want to get your deck updated. YouTube, we're done with the stream.